my friends, let us go live. Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and my players look completely prepared as always. We are back today with Horror on the Orient Express, episode 9 of this series. This is, of course, the second season, so we're definitely getting up here, and it really is quite a marvel that these guys are still alive, despite my best efforts at murdering them. But as you'll shortly learn, there is a very good opportunity coming up to kill these guys, almost immediately, in fact. So let's go around the cast and crew, figure out who we are and who we are playing tonight, and let's start with our returning hero, Redundant UK, that's not his name. Redundant UK, reprising his role as Harvey. How's it going, Redundant?
He's the epitome of professionalism.
Of course.
Of course. Yes, I will be playing Harvey Hiddleston, a young aristocrat who is the sanest one out of this entire group, who believes that there's still life after, all this horror and stuff like that. And let's see how long he still believes that.
Oh, misguided fool.
Yep.
Fantastic. So that is a picture of Harvey there. And of course, if you want to figure out what our character sheets are, a bit more about the characters, you can find them online there. We also have Greg back today, reprising his role as Pat. How's it going, Greg?
It's doing great, man. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's my favorite 3 hours of the week. I will say this, though. I have a bit of dread. I haven't had any dread before, an episode quite like this dread. And I'm not a big fan of it. Pat seems to be fine with it. Pat's ready to go.
Right.
Greg, we got a little bit of the dread. So let's see how this plays out. Chat, we might need a little bit of help. I might need a little bit of help.
Yes, help, wink, chat, yes. Help, wink. Fantastic. Let's go to Lindy, who's reprising her role as Nancy. How's it going, Lindy?
Good. Unlike Greg, I have a good, healthy amount, probably an unhealthy amount, of dread before every Call of Cthulhu episode, even though it is also one of my favorite 3 hours of the week. I'm going to be playing Nancy McDrew. She's a Scottish private investigator, and she's a wee bit older this episode than she was the last episode.
Right, yeah. Something happened there. Do you want to explain?
Yeah, she kind of got a wild magic surge forever ago that let her age 1d6 years for every hit point she healed, and well, I didn't want to die outright, so I healed a little bit.
So just a 12-year jump.
Just a 12-year jump.
From 26 to 38.
Yep.
And that's about the time. I really wonder if the alcohol abuse that Nancy's been doing has also continued in those 12 years, and so her liver is completely shot to pieces at this point.
I feel like maybe this aging has saved her liver, because that was a 12 years of physical aging that wasn't extreme alcohol.
Yeah, you were clean for 12 years.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And last but not least, we have Haley back today, reprising her role as Evelyn. How's it going, Haley?
It's going. It's just going, because that's how I feel at the beginning of every Call of Cthulhu, because you don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be a great episode? Is everyone going to die today because Evelyn pulled a Pat and didn't think before acting? Totally to blame this time. I can't say, oh, it's Greg's fault or it's Pat's fault. I can't pull that this time.
You can blame yourself instead.
I can only blame myself because it is my fault.
Yes, indeed.
Fantastic. We are 1 for 1 for cities too.
Oh, fantastic. So talk to us a little bit about Evelyn, Haley.
Evelyn is a Texan girl who moved to Europe to take care of her husband's dying mother, just to be swept away for trains that didn't make her life any better.
Fantastic. And Zyphus donates £4. Free heals for all. Good luck, you guys. Oh shit, let's keep doubling. But Real Dave MG donates £35. I think the guys are going to need this. Natural 20s for the whole group. Oh shit, yeah. Buddy. Wow, I've got to do some maths. How many nat 20s is 35? 35 divided by 3. That's a shit ton. That's 11 nat 20s. Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
And 4 heals. What the fuck? You guys are so sad.
Dude, okay, wait. Who did that, Will?
That was Real Dave MG, who's been watching the series on YouTube like a madman, I know. So.
Real Dave, I will drink one to you tonight, my
Right?
friend. And then who else gave us the heal?
That was Xiphius.
Xiphius, you will get one as well tonight.
You'll get my drinks on Sunday night when I go to my pub.
Hey, Bob! Right.
So what have we got? 11 nat 20s.
11 nat 20s, which I'll add 3 to each of you so far. Well, I'll add 3 to each of you and then... Okay, yeah.
No.
I don't think it works that way.
We'll add
Yeah.
3 to everyone except for one person who gets 2, right?
Or we can put 2 in the party bank, like we did that one time.
Oh, that might be a good idea. Yeah. Put the 2 in the party so whoever needs it can just go.
Okay.
Well, that and I already had one, so I mean, I can
That
have
is-
that on one.
Okay, so Haley's got one, which we will put above my head. For reason. No, we'll put it in this space here.
Can I opt to 20 and just give myself 20 sanity?
So what do you do for 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Okay, cool. So I've got Nancy having 3, Evelyn having 3, Pat's got 2, and Harvey's got 2 at the moment. Seems like maths. Seems like maths.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's 10.
that's 10. Do you want another one in the party bag?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll put them in the party bag.
All right.
And what was the healing as well?
Oh, I didn't see the party bag. That was, you had 11 then. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Will.
okay, sorry. No, I mean, I actually can't do maths.
I
so-
mean, you were wrong.
I mean, put it back. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, and 4 1d10 heals for each of you. So, everyone's still saying, oh, you know it's not.
Nancy's still old, though.
Nancy's still old, I mean.
Not that old.
If only you had waited until this week.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
Thought
decisions
I
were
was
made.
gonna die.
Mistakes were made. So let's remind ourselves of what happened last week on the show, first of all. So, they're searching for the Sedefkar Simulacrum. They're trying to get from Belgrade all the way to Sofia at the moment is their next destination, I believe, and then Constantinople. They're hunted by Turkish cultists, Christian cultists, and pretty much everyone on the earth at this point. They managed to steal one of the pieces of a simulacrum from the National Bureau of Artifacts from Belgrade, using Fenwick's minion Dr. LaRue, who managed to actually steal a tank and kind of cause a distraction for you guys. The plan went almost flawlessly, aside from a little incident with some octopus invisible creatures taking over Belgrade. And the investigators escaped with a leg piece and made good their escape. Back on the Berto train, you guys were dismayed to see that the tracks had been destroyed, leaving you only one possible option. Going down the new tracks, you saw the Orient Express was stationed in an isolated village. And aboard the Orient Express was one Dr. Gray, who has previously been known to you guys to be something of a crazy cultist who likes to cut people up and turn them inside out and use them as bodyguards. And she was doing just that. It was a nice time. There are, I believe, 4 of these inside-out people. Who have these kind of like organs and muscles showing on the outside, and are ridiculously resistant to damage, and kind of treated with this magical sort of armor to protect them. And you guys decided we got to get the fuck out of here, but the train was in your way. Pat was almost shot by one of the villagers. In fact, no, he was shot by one of the villagers, but but luckily he had some magic armor to stop him from dying. And the group of you were then like, right, we need to basically get the first engine cart of the Orient Express unhooked, and escape with the Orient. However, Berto is back on the Berto train along with Harvey at this point. They both stay behind. Whilst, as they were trying to unhook with Evelyn's magic tongue the train, that was successful. However, 2 of these skinless ones jumped out towards you guys and managed to get a good swipe in on Nancy, who then had to use her healing to age herself by 12 years. As we pick things up, Pat, Nancy, and Evelyn are still fighting against one of these guys, and they know that 2 more are aboard the Orient, along with Dr. Gray. They've unhooked the train. The engine is sort of on like standby. I think we said it's like it needs to be fired up some more. And there is still one of these guys on combat with Nancy at this point. Oh no, look, yeah, the one of Nancy is still alive. The one of Evelyn died. So Harvey's back with Berto, and that's where we're going to pick things up actually with those two. But let's remind you guys quickly how to interact with today's show. And yes, Dr. Gray did get a special viewer decision power, which I have noted down, and of course will be coming into effect today. But yeah, remind you guys how to interact with today's show. If you want to help or harm the party, then you can do. If you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and join us. When we hit 20 followers, you guys in chat get to decide something which happens next. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. You'll vote on it and decide. Usually it's a bad thing. It's called a Cthulhu, right? And it's only fun because look at these guys. They're stacked with 20s. Like, we've got to be extra mean to them today, chat, because they've been already gifted so well by the gods. Also, here is a tweet for you guys, 20 retweets, so you guys get to decide what happens next. And of course, you can donate to affect the game, giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, or wild magic surges, and plenty more as well. So yeah, they've got enough help as it is, I think. So you can always help out your old boy Will as well, who's got a nat 20 at the side of my face as well to use when I decide. And a brief reminder to everyone, combat in Call of Cthulhu is deadly. You can take a couple of hits and just be permanently dead. And getting people up, yeah, you can get one hit and you're dead pretty much. Like, that's pretty much all it takes. Getting shot, you roll a d10, I roll well, you die. So we're going to dive right back into the action as we're at the top of the turn, and there is a skinless one before the three of you. However, going back just a little bit, Harvey and Berto are aboard the Berto train, which is a couple of 100 feet down, up on a hill away from the Orient, which is down at the bottom in the village. Yeah, Harvey, you've stayed behind of Berto to kind of look after him because you know that any NPC left alone is bound to die or go mad or do something terrible. And you hear gunshots from outside, from the village.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
So how far away are we?
You're a couple 100 feet, so poking your head out of the carriage, you can see that there are, the figures of Pat, Nancy, and Evelyn, and you can see that there are some very large, about 7 foot tall creatures making their way towards them. One of them gets shot down by Pat, but another one you see hits Nancy pretty badly.
Okay. So, Harvey's going to turn to Berto and say, do you have a gun?
A gun? No. No,
Okay,
he has a little dagger on him.
There's
Like
a
more of
crate
a
full
knife,
of
really.
guns on the Birdo train.
Is there really a crate full of guns on the Berto train?
Oh, I keep a lot
Okay.
of guns. Mr. Patterson, he lets me keep them.
Well, I strongly suggest you grab one.
Okay. He, goes and grabs a pistol.
Okay, Berto, this is what I want you to do. I want you
Okay.
to stay hidden here. Anything that comes by, okay, that's not us. You shoot it in the face, okay?
I stay here?
You stay there. You stay hidden, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and what I want you to do is keep an eye out, and when we might have to go immediately, okay? So you're going to need to run onto that train as quick as humanly possible. Can you do that?
Okay, I will. I will stay here. And he looks very nervous
Okay.
and kind of, fingers the mechanism on the gun.
You'll be okay. Just stay quiet. All right, they're going to be to us, not you. Don't worry about it. And I'm gonna
Okay, good
load
luck,
up
Mr.
my
Hiddleston.
sawn-off shotgun and jump down. And I'm going to try and stealthily approach, so I'm not, so obvious.
Sure.
I can hit them from behind.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of approaching them at an angle which they seem to be focused on the three party members and not so much you. So you do have a kind of element of surprise. You see that there's one of them which Nancy and Evelyn and Pat are fighting, but 2 more of them jump out, about 60 feet ahead of you and are coming in to flank the group.
Just before I go, can I check in the crate for a Molotov cocktail or something?
I think there might be grenades in there.
Yeah, okay, I'll take a grenade. Why not?
Yeah,
Why
fuck
not?
'em.
Fuck it. Okay, why not?
What could go wrong?
You also notice that the lead kind of engine car of the Orient Express has been detached by Evelyn's magic tongue.
That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Is anything normal anymore?
That's it.
For you, Mr. Tea Sipper, I guess. But
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's the only normality that I have left, and I'm not leaving it. It's the only thing I've got. So yeah, I'll stealthily approach them in the hope of a surprise attack.
Okay, yeah. You've got a clear shot at these two who are jumping out towards your friends.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll shotgun them. Why not? What have I got for shotgun? Ooh, 55. Not bad. Not bad.
Hey.
Does that mean I get one shot or two? Is it sawn off?
I think I don't actually know. I think you take one with a shotgun though.
What is it? What is it, Greg? You know?
Hold on.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, I'll do one. To
Yeah,
start
do one
off.
first of all. Yeah.
And go how
You can
far that
definitely do
goes.
one.
Bollocks. Okay, I missed that one.
Okay.
That.
All right. So your bullets kind of rain out. Well, your bullet kind of sprays out, I suppose, from your sawn off, and just the shot spreads out into the flesh of the skinless ones, and you can see one of them kind of snarl and turn towards you as
Oh, bollocks.
yeah, you've punctured one of its organs, but it looks like it just doesn't care. And this 7-foot abomination with the long spindly arms and inside out muscles is coming towards you. You can fire twice?
No, but if he's within 10 feet, he actually fires with advantage because it's a shotgun.
Nice. Okay. So at this point he's about 50 feet away from you. So you've kind of done the sort of long range, hey, over here, and he is coming towards you. So
10.5 feet away.
damn it!
If he comes within a range again, yeah, I'll take another shot.
Yeah, let's say that. So he stalks towards you, and you can see the ooze from his eyeballs falling down from his skin.
Gross.
So you can roll against.
Here we go. God damn it!
You roll with advantage there, right?
Oh,
Or is that the same? Is advantage the same in Call of Cthulhu as in D&D 5e?
it's double. It's double, isn't it, for advantage? Right?
Yeah,
Roll-
he gets to shoot.
Fuck me.
Better stick to sipping that tea.
Going
Right on
up.
the card.
Damn.
Away.
What have I got? How many things have I got?
How much luck have you got? That's the question, isn't it?
No, all right, forget it. No, it's fine. I'll mono man to man him.
All right, so you shoot him again. As the blast goes out, he closes a distance towards you and seems uncaring of the spread of shot which is in you. He is going to make an attack roll, and we'll see what he gets. Oh damn, that's a hit. That is a hit. I gotta remind myself what damage this goes to. They do
D20.
8.
It's a D8.
10.
It's a D8, yeah. Thank you.
Should have just stayed on the train.
I should have really, shouldn't I? When you think about it.
5.
now.
5 is
Okay.
what you take.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so what's your health looking like?
I'm okay. I'm still got over half health.
Okay, good. So what he basically does is kind of claws at you with his thick, sinewy fingers, and just sort of rakes his fingers across your chest, and it draws blood, which kind of blooms out from your suit. Yeah, your suit is ruined. I mean, I don't know how you've kept your suit at all. At this point, to be honest. Oh man. So let's go to Pat, Nancy, and Evelyn with the other skinless one, and you see that Harvey comes in with a shotgun as two others jump towards you and manages to distract one of them who comes in and hits him. So you've got one that is directly in combat with Nancy and another one which is about 40 feet away headed towards you. And you guys can act in any order that you wish.
Harvey, don't get hit. It's not great for your health.
Excellent advice.
Yell that from a distance. Quit getting hit as you're getting hit.
Yeah, as I'm getting hit.
Stop being bad.
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
You just hold up the card, run.
I don't know where mine went. I guess I have to make a new one. But yeah.
If we
I have
can
all
pick
of
our
them.
order, why don't you guys try to kill the one in front of Nancy? 'Cause then
okay,
I can
yeah.
Unload into.
I'll try to. I'll shoot twice
Yeah.
at the one in front of me. Nope. Nope.
Oh damn.
Hey, fuck.
We really need these nat 20s. I'm just saying. We
Yeah,
You
really
do
need
have them.
I'm tempted to use one of them, but
Oh my god, you
Get the
guys.
fuck out of here, you people.
This is how.
This isn't a spot hidden or Latin or Turkish. We need to kill motherfuckers. Come
I'm
on.
gonna go home.
I'm gonna go home. Take
Roll
me
navigation.
home.
yeah.
Roll the navigation.
I think I might use that crit. Cause damn.
You want to use that crit?
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of them. I'm gonna use a crit because
Alright.
I fucking nope.
All right.
The one in
I
front of you is got about
actually-
5 hit points left. So
Yeah, it
Right.
doesn't have a lot left, so it's like a D10 per pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. So first nat 20
There we
used.
go.
There it is. How would you like to kill this guy, Nancy?
Yes. I'm gonna be like smacked in the face, age 12 years, yell back, Harvey, don't get hit, it hurts! Too late! Bow! And then I'm just gonna like shoot him like right through the middle.
Nice. You just see it kind of squirm and wriggle and die, and it's basically blasted apart in a explosion of sinew and flesh.
And then
Pipe in.
Yep.
We didn't have time for this. Go start the train. Go get it going.
You can
And
still
then I run
move.
to the train to try
Okay.
to start it.
Okay.
To warm it up.
Pat, you've got this guy 40 feet away from you.
Okay, Pat turns and looks at the two of you and says, "Start up the train," and pulls up both of the guns, and he starts walking towards the one that's coming towards him. As soon as I get within 10 feet, Will, I'm fanning the hammer into this
Nice.
prick.
All right, let's do it. He is coming straight towards you, so you can time it so that he's
Right.
within range.
I'm so scared. I'm so terribly
You
scared.
almost can't miss these. Just how
I know,
much?
but-
It's just how much you can damage you do, I guess.
Wait, where the hell's my shit's not working?
Oh,
wait,
okay. I guess your gun malfunctions.
No,
Will.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one.
there's an 8.
8. Okay.
Wow. With the simulacrum though, I hit.
Nice.
So there's 13. But, I can't miss. That's right.
You pretty much, if you're within 10 feet at this point, you pretty much can't miss these guys.
Okay, so that's my first gun, Will, and that would be 21.
21. All right. So you could describe like a near mortal wound on this guy.
Okay, so I just fan it and I just take his legs out. Just absolutely cripple him.
Nice.
Just taking knees, joints, anything like that, hips, just blast him until he's just laying on the ground, kind of doing that Walking Dead, trying to get to you but can't get to you shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around him, and if I can, I'm gonna use my other gun on the one that's on Harv.
Yeah. You still got a shot to use. For sure.
Now, with this one, would I still be within 10 feet? Because they were pretty close to Harv, weren't they?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be within 10 feet on this one because Harv was, I think, yeah,
He was 40 feet.
he was 40
and, like,
feet.
That one
so-
ran away, and the other one stayed behind the train.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take 2 shots with my other gun,
Okay.
and I'm going to stay at distance. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 shots, but I know that what's her name? Christ, with so many doctors.
Dr. Gray.
I know she's somewhere in my vicinity.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to, if she makes an appearance, I want to be ready. So that sucks. 6.
6. All right. So a bullet kind of bites into the shoulder of the one on Harvey, but is still coming at him basically. So that's you guys. Harvey, you can do something now.
Okay. I'm gonna reload the double barrel and at close range into its face, just fire. That's what I'm hoping. That is what I'm
Nice.
hoping.
So you got advantage because you're using a shotgun and close to it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a miss because why the fuck not? And
There we go. That's not
that is a critical success.
Oh, baby.
So how many? It's 1d12, isn't it, for a shotgun or
I
something?
think
like
it
that?
might be. It's either 1d12 or 2d6,
It's 2d6.
2d6, I
Oh,
think.
D-
Yeah.
2d6.
Which does make a small amount of difference for you. so-
Yeah. Okay, so I do 9 points of damage to its face.
Nice. Very nice. So yeah, the face is kind of shattered away as the sawn-off shotgun just blasts into its face. And as its face comes away, it just kind of snarls at you. Yeah, the face is blasted, but it's going. It's coming. It is going to roll to attack you. An 87, however, is a miss.
Ooh.
At this point, what Pat is prepared for happens as Dr. Gray steps out. Not quite herself. It's a good doctor. She steps out. And you see that where previously she was just a averagely kind of sized woman, she is now still got that same kind of frame, but jutting out of her back are these imagine Displacer Beast kind of tentacles that are coming out from her back, which just seem to be like sewn in, and you can tell that the doctor has been operating on herself. And they just kind of come up from around her back like Medusa. And you can see that her flesh has been grafted as well to protect her from magical attacks. And she says, I can see that I'm going to have to deal with you myself. And she steps out, and that will be her turn to monologue just a little bit and look cool. So, let's go to Nancy. Nancy, you reach the train, the car with the engine room in.
Gotta start it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know how to run trains now, thanks to Berto, all this time that we've spent together.
That's right. Why don't you roll me, was it mechanical or engineering?
Yeah.
Maybe mechanical engineering is what it's called.
Let's see.
Yeah, you've seen this
mechanical
hentai before, haven't you, Avalanche?
Yeah.
This is a classic.
Okay, so yeah.
This is gold standard of hentai.
Is Evelyn close by?
Yeah.
All right, so
She
Evelyn,
kinda
you're
went
running
with
as well.
you after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So. Ooh, I'm gonna use 6 luck, make it work.
All right, 6 luck, make it work.
Yep, this train needs to get the
Make
fuck
it
out.
work,
dude. We need to
designers.
go. Yep,
Okay.
I feel like this is worth it. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you basically just fire up the engine, trying to crank it into gear, as it were, feeding the fires, and you start to feel like a small amount of movement is happening on the train. Like it's starting to pick up some momentum, start chugging away. So Evelyn, you're also aboard the train?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to be doing as Nancy's sort of?
Shoot the doctor.
Can I see the doctor from where I'm at?
You could like poke your head out and see her. She's pretty fucking big. Yeah, there are writhing tentacles everywhere.
Well, I didn't know because like there's 2 sides, so I didn't know if I could see her. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to shoot her.
Sure.
Oh!
Oh,
Snap!
baby.
You're like, suck it, Doc!
She's like, I see I'm going to have to take care of this myself. Boom!
Evelyn with the mad snipes. So, yeah, just dead eyes it, and you see the doctor, one of the kind of tentacles is just kind of blown off from her back as Evelyn shoots. Pretty damn good. So, Pat, what do you want to do? You can see that the train is beginning to move off.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
You also see Berto back at the Berto train. He's like waving. He's like, do you need help? Mr. Patterson! Train is moving!
God damn it! Come on, Berto!
Berto begins to sort of run out from his train, trying to like carry a ridiculous amount of firearms with him as he's going that are kind of like slipping out of his hands as he's running.
Drop him and run! Come on!
He just throws them into the air and starts running, but he has to get past Dr. Gray.
Okay, but it's. Let me put this in my theater of my mind here, which is a very small stage. We've got Berta running, then Harv, then the one that Harv just shot his face off of, then like Demonatrix, whatever her name is, then me, and then Freedom.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's nothing currently between me and Freedom, though.
Nothing in between it.
Only
Okay.
your conscience.
Right. We left that in Venice.
Right.
Okay. Ah, shit. Well, of course, this is what Pat's gonna do. Will, I'm gonna try to slow her down.
Okay.
And by that, what I want to do is, that was a medical car behind her, right?
Yeah.
She had all of her shit in there, right?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to take one of my guns and I'm going to fire into 2 shots into the one that is on Harv.
Okay.
One shot, if I can kill it in one, I'll do it in one, but
Alrighty.
yep, that ain't gonna do it. That probably should do it.
Yeah. So with the double tap to the one on Harvey, it just basically explodes and gore over him, and his suit is thoroughly ruined at this point.
Okay, so then I'm going to use my 44, which is the cowboy killer.
Good. one.
Yeah, and I am going to fire where I would think was all of her instruments and alcohol, and use the old adage of blow up her cabinets. We've done this before.
Sure.
So since I should be pretty experienced in blowing up her shit, I am going to take some shots in there to see if I can,
Okie dokie.
because
Yeah.
she's still standing in the doorway, right? I'm here to take care of shit, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what she said.
Is that how she sounds? I sound
Yeah.
pretty-
I'm here to fuck up some shit.
That's what I heard anyway. Okay. So
Turned into like speaking Meepo.
All these voices you give characters and Pat's just making them. I'm here to get you.
I'm here to get you, boy.
mine is completely different shit, Like when Harv speaks, all I hear is just hurny, 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 tea, hurny, hurny, right? Because okay, so that is 20 points of damage into the carriage.
You shoot the carriage, yeah. So yeah, you fire off these 2 shots into the carriage, which is filled with alcohol and all sorts of strange medical equipments, which you know to be fairly explosive from the past. There is it's not like an immediate explosion, but a fire begins in the cabin. And the doctor kind of like turns back, and she looks pissed.
No, my supplies.
No, my supplies. I need my things.
Oh no, my yeah. Okay, so Pat turns and looks at her and he goes, "You can save your experiments and fuck off, or we can fight."
And then he runs, right?
And then he fucking runs.
Yeah. She says, those material things, they will come, but these lives, they will go. And she looks towards Harvey and Berto.
Fuck.
So Pat runs. Nancy's on the moving train with Evelyn.
Shot her.
Nancy and Evelyn on the moving train. Harvey, you are between Berto and a hard place. As the doctor basically moves to block your passage with her big flailing tentacles. All above
Okay,
you.
I've got an idea on what I'm going to do, which is a multiple system to roll with it. It's in my mind, it's going to look amazing. Okay, so this is what
My
I'm going to do.
mind's eye.
I'm going to be running with Berto
Right.
towards the train, and I'm assuming she's going to be like in front of us, right?
She is, yeah.
As I'm running, I'm going to be using my shotgun to kind of like blow legs off, basically aim for her legs so she's on the ground.
Okay.
That's the first part of this plan. So let's see if I can actually hit her with my shotgun.
Let's do that. She's close, so we'll give you an advantage.
Okay, well, I shot once and a hit.
Very nice.
And so it's 2d6. So that is 8 points of damage to her legs. This is specifically for her legs. And
Thank you,
this
Sean.
is where it becomes weird. As I'm running,
This is where it becomes weird, right?
Yeah,
At this point now, okay.
as I'm running, I'm going to run literally at her,
Okay.
pull the pin of the grenade, slide, slam it into her stomach, under her, and then run. So I'm basically running, leave the grenade so she blows up as it's inside her, and then run.
All right,
As
to
with
do
Berto.
this,
Yes.
to get close to her and run past her, she will be able to flail at you with her tentacles, first of all, and you would have to make a dexterity roll to be able to place the grenade, like, in her.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use one nat 20
There we go.
to get close, and another nat 20 to...
Hey,
like that.
don't count Harv out yet, man. Why don't you? Because Will
Why
let
don't
you
you
roll.
roll?
I suppose I could. I'd like to call it before, but... no.
I totally don't blame you because this is risky as hell.
But why not? Okay, I'll do the dex. So what do you want me to do? Dex to reach
The
her?
dexterity, first of all, yeah.
Which I pass.
Oh,
There you go.
that's a good pass.
And then, what was it? Another dex to ram it in her.
A
so
so
weird.
to speak, yes.
Do it. I like the way you're talking.
So I thought the tongue stuff
okay,
was weird,
in
but
that-
dang.
In that case, I'm going to have to crit for that.
Harvey, I thought you were a
Okay.
gentleman,
Okay, okay.
ramming things into ladies.
So you reach
Because she's
towards her.
married.
Goddamn. Yeah, you kind of thrust a grenade into her like chest, basically, and kind of like pin it there, in like her lapel or something. And there you go, milady. Don't mind if I do. And she is going to flail at you with a tentacle as you go past on a 64, which is just going to miss. Pretty damn good, but that was close. Yeah, she has this like grenade in her lapel. So what she's gonna do is try and throw it at Berto.
No!
And she's gonna use Will's Nat 20, which I've been saving for weeks. For weeks.
In
So
that case, I'm going to use my nat 20
to dive in there.
bat it back.
It's just baseballing all of this into grenade.
Hey, we do have a party net 20 we could give to Birdo to be like, no!
Oh, yeah!
You could try and save Bert.
Fuck
maybe.
Birdo.
At
Yeah.
this point, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
The ship is sailing.
No, I'll use my nat 20 then. I'm going to
Well, you
throw it back.
have ran past her at this point.
Just
Yeah, but
go,
Boyd-
come
Berto's
on.
running right next to me, isn't he?
Well, I'd imagine Bo's a little bit behind you.
Oh.
He's a little bit slower.
Meanwhile, Pat's sitting there going, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Oh, do I save Berto? He's so nice.
It's nice. I don't know. It's up to you.
I mean, Harvey would.
Fake character.
So here's the thing. Like, so seeing as I use my nat 20 and you use your nat 20, it would be a roll off, right? Because then
Yeah.
neither roll 20
Yeah.
nat 20s would.
No. We're getting in the realms of like.
Just let it happen. Come on.
Yeah. Oh.
My Birdo.
It was a hell of a cool maneuver, man.
It was
It
good.
was beautiful.
If only
Alright.
the grenade would go off on her.
Yeah.
He's using the nut.
Yeah.
It's a good point. To kill an NPC, that's not bad. It's better that than us. Yeah, it's a good point. Carry on.
Carry on, good sir. Well done. Bravo. So, all right, yeah. So here's what happens. Harvey rushes past the doctor, pulling out the pin of the grenade, pushing it into her. She grabs it as he runs past, flailing a tentacle at him, but misses. She then throws with her other hand the grenade out to Berto. And you see the grenade just basically, rather comically, unfortunately for him, hit Berto in the face. And he goes, "Oh!" And then a few seconds after that, you hear the kind of and explosion as Berto is ripped apart.
How close was that to the doctor?
10 feet away. Yeah. She will make her a dexterity to see if she can jump out of the way of the worst of the blast. And you see Berto's limbs just kind of flying up into the sky, and
So glad I'm driving the train and not watching this.
let's see. She saves, dives out of the way, and goes back to her cabin as you guys escape.
That's on fire.
On the I mean, it's not like all of it is ablaze. Like, the fire has started, so it's possible that damage has been done, but doesn't look like the whole train is going to go up. And that is so ends Berto and Liberto train, which is left behind, as the group of you rush on board the last car to Saigon, and and crying as you go, and you see, a piece of Berto lands on the carriage as you leave with a thong.
I take it.
Take his flesh. It's it's his middle finger. No, there's
It is his train.
wow. But you guys escape into the cold, wintry nights away from Dr. LaRue. Not Dr. LaRue, Dr. Gray. Now.
Doctor. We have bad experiences with doctors.
Okay, so I got a piece of whoever Gray was working on last time, and I got a piece of Berto, right?
I mean, it's only a little bit of flesh, really. It's not really enough. It's just a memento, really,
What are you trying to do? Create a voodoo doll or something?
He takes off his shirt. It's just like flesh.
Add Berto in. Install the Berto system.
Yeah, I'll keep a little Berto around,
Yeah. To remind you.
You
Good
just
times.
put it on your arm and you're like, hey, here's your boyfriend.
So here's the thing. You guys are in the engine room, and it is burning hot in here because it's the only car that you have. So it's incredibly uncomfortable. Despite the cold outside, I mean, it's blisteringly hot in here, and Nancy is kind of fueling the flames. So you guys are sweaty and like covered in, like charcoal, and
Hey,
it's
at least
pretty
we're
messy.
not freezing to death, which
I,
was the
um,
predicament of the last time.
I'm gonna take off my shirt and suit and kind of tend to my lacerated chest.
Oh yeah.
Right.
First aid,
Nancy will first try to first aid him as well.
Yeah.
And Evelyn, because I believe that's a fail. Sorry.
Oh, you're poking it.
Ooh.
Well, that was my medicine check.
Plus 25, remember, we got plus 20.
Yeah.
I still fail.
Yeah.
Would you please just
First aid.
Evelyn got it.
My first aid, I passed.
there you go.
Nice.
Let's go away. Let Evelyn do it. She knows what she's doing.
The Harv can
excuse you,
restore a
Harvey.
wound.
Alright.
Now, how's your medicine, Nancy?
My medicine is a 01%. But
Well, then-
Ow.
We got 26%.
a morphine, Harvey.
Here's some morphine.
Definitely helps with the
I'm
pain.
okay. I don't need it. I'm okay. But thank you.
It's not laudanum, it's morphine. It should be fine.
I know, but I'm not in that much amount of pain. Well, I'm in pain, but I'll be okay.
You're such a man. And then just walks away.
Oh.
Evelyn, are you feeling all right as well? You got a bit of a cut here.
Should probably heal
Let me take
Should
a
probably
look at
address that gashing
Oh,
wound.
yeah, here you go. It's a band-aid. Whoop.
It has a big old band-aid like on her
Yep.
head that's got like
Yeah.
marks.
At this point, you notice that Pat is just staring at Nancy.
I'm sorry. With a first aid, do I heal any hit points, or is that just
You heal one.
I heal one? Is it all right? I'll roll one of my 1d whatever.
You do have a 1d10 to heal as well, remember, guys. So,
Well, once you have a first aid, though, you'll start to heal normally.
I'll leave it then.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
okay.
heal you'll heal
Evelyn
2
can
points.
start to heal normally too, because I first aided her.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's darkest night at this point as you guys are heading out.
And Pat, it's rude to stare. Driving a train, levers.
How'd you get so old?
Well, excuse you?
I've been old. How did you get almost my old?
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
All right.
It's rude to ask a lady her age, Pat.
Whatever makeup you had before, readdress the situation because you look like you were in your 20s, but I was misinformed. I apologize.
Well, I am in my 20s. Excuse you? Rude?
Okay.
You
What
also
an interesting exchange.
you also realize, Nancy, that Berto is not with you. I mean, you didn't see him die.
Is Berto catching up with his train? Harvey? You were with him.
Berto had to fly.
That's a bad way to put that.
Yeah, Harvey will shoot a glare at Pat for that, like a kind of seriously, what the and Harvey will just say, I'm afraid Berto didn't make it.
What? Was it that crazy Dr. Gray's fault?
Yes. She got him, I'm afraid.
That's just like...
In his head.
As he like just touches this little bit of flesh that he has, like, he looks.
Well, I guess, if she comes back after us, we'll just have to teach her a lesson then.
No, we won't.
I mean, he was our train. I guess I'm the new train driver.
Yes, I hope he taught you well.
Well,
I
of
think-
course he did.
Of course. You have a great habit of picking things up very, very quickly.
I do try. I am a woman of many talents.
You are indeed.
As the night falls and you guys spend your time aboard the Orient, I would like everybody to roll me a sanity check, please.
What?
Do I have to?
Yes.
I pass.
Fuck!
Fuck! That's a fail from
It's
Evan.
right there. It's so close.
Oh, baby. Fail for Pat as well. So everyone
No,
except
Harvey's
Harvey.
fine.
Of course, fucking Harvey's
You don't
fine.
need it.
Of course, Harvey's
Everyone who
fine.
fails gets 20.
Yeah. It's a good idea. No. So, you, Evelyn, lose 2 sanity. Nancy...
Yeah, I'll just take that number.
No. Nancy, you lose 5. And Pat, you lose 3. And you notice that the simulacrums, the pieces of the simulacrums, seem to have a dark coalescing energy around them, which has only just become noticeable.
I mean, it makes sense that I didn't, because I'm not carrying any of the similacrums.
That's true.
I haven't touched
It
it.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
People who failed versus success. Gotta love the dice love roleplay.
Pat immediately gives his piece of the simulacrum to Harv. Hold this.
Of my simulacrum.
Okay. I just pop it to one side, next to me.
Next on the T
No, I'm
stand.
kidding, man. I'm
Oh, okay, I don't mind.
No, I don't.
Like,
I'm not.
I'll
I'm
take
not damning your guy now.
So,
It's actually improving my guy.
yeah. So you guys notice that the simulacrums seem to be doing something different that they haven't been doing before.
I see if Evelyn starts touching people's faces.
He doesn't seem to be, no.
Alright. That was the last time we saw some weird kind of glow around something.
Yeah.
So, can we? What are they doing? Are they visibly different? Are they doing?
They are visibly coalescing dark light around them. Dark kind of swirling mist.
We got more of them together now, and we're getting closer to Constantinople.
So does that mean it's like trying to push together, make the statue?
I think it's
don't know.
drawing everything together. I mean, there's supposed to be a gateway or a key or a sign or a signal flare or shit like that. So this is basically the Ghostbuster scenario.
I mean,
Oh, what?
could we not like just bury this entire thing deep and forget about the whole thing? I don't
No.
the whole. There's one thing in my mind that has been bothering me, that we're supposed to collect all these pieces, and then we're going to end up in Constantinople, which conveniently is where they're going to be and to do whatever they need to do. So it almost feels like we're just collecting these things for them. Don't you feel that? Isn't that like bother you in the pit of your stomach? Don't you feel a little?
A wee bit. However, the first professor we spoke to, he said that they killed him, Mr. Macria and his guys. They killed him because he didn't like what he was doing.
Well, how do we know that that guy wasn't working with Macriat?
I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't actually have a reason.
Okay.
He was my colleague.
I mean, I've no reason to doubt it. It's just this pit thing in the pit of my stomach that it's just been lingering there since this all began.
Well, there would have been no reason to get us involved then. If he's working for Macriat, then
That's true.
all we've been doing is goofing things up for Macriat.
Well,
And
we've
why
been
would
collecting.
Matriarch kill him for telling us to do the work for him?
I mean, anything's possible at this point, but it would have been much easier not to involve any of us and just go collect them without interference.
Aye, we've done nothing but fight them at every turn, killing their men and such.
I don't know. Maybe Makriot can't find them. Maybe there's something protecting. I don't know. I mean,
They
Makriot
found
is
one.
incredibly powerful, so there
One,
must be something.
I suppose
why
one
would-
piece of supporting theory would be that the
Captain
Ifakwa couldn't find the medallion either.
Yeah.
He had to have an outside force to find it.
Mhm.
So maybe he's just using this to find it. I don't know. I mean, are we 100% sure that we need to go to Constantine and have them all together before we can destroy it? I mean, that's
We
what
also
the
haven't tried destroying
scientists
them.
said, right? That's what the
Aye.
doctor said at
That's
the
what
beginning.
Doctor said.
But
Dr.
have we
Smith.
tried destroying one of the pieces? You
Well,
know?
No, we have not.
How about the
They've been
person with the
pretty-
most sanity try?
They've been pretty durable.
All right, I load up my sawn off. All right.
Whoa, don't
Little
do it in the
ones.
train. Hold on. Wait till we stop or something, man.
I can pull us over for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sure. Let's do that.
Let's send Harvey into the snow.
Well, I'm only going to be a step off the train. I'm not going far.
Yeah, we're
Hold
putting
on,
a
man.
simulacrum off the train.
You gotta get your blast radius out a little bit. Go farther back up the track and try it.
You want to
Fine.
stop the car?
Yeah, back up the track in case, Dr. Gray tries to take Berto's old train and it blows up everything. That'd be good.
She still can't get around her old train, the cars on the Orient.
She
all
could
right.
probably smash it through, or she can turn everyone in the town inside out, make them her minions, and they can move it off the tracks. I don't know.
That takes time.
I mean, I don't
It does.
actually have to shoot it now. We can do it later when we're not moving. I mean, it's just a theory. It's just
I mean,
a theory.
Nancy-
that
Well,
Nancy
we're
was
only
gonna pull
moving
over.
because we
Aye.
are heading in the direction to
We should
destroy them.
probably
But if we
do
can
it
do it now,
Before we hit the town, though,
yeah.
just in case.
You guys want
We
to
are
pull
headed
over?
to Sophia.
I mean, I can try if you
All right.
think. It'll...
Why not? I mean,
Yeah, why not?
Watch this have been the solution all along.
I know, And that's the end of Call of Cthulhu. You stepped on them from the very beginning.
All
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Why not?
I've got a theory too, but I'm not going to say it because Will's
Oh.
listening.
I've definitely got a theory of what's going to happen. Bad things, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
know that.
I know one thing is for certain. There's a viewer decision.
oh no.
Oh.
Of course, this
Oh,
happens as
God.
we're deciding.
I
Let's
know.
wait.
Baby.
That's
Yeah.
how it always happens.
Our characters
So-
are deciding that we're wanting to do this now, so let's.
Yeah,
Even though
absolutely.
Will's a jerk.
So, totally.
What
Underneath.
happens when they try to shoot the thing?
No, I already know. Underneath this line here in chat, you guys are going to describe the next village along the way.
Oh.
We're not stopping at the village. We're just going straight.
Oh, we're doomed.
It's gonna be like women and children on fire. We're gonna be like, bye.
We wave as we go by. Suddenly, there's another Orient Express and blocking your path.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So, you guys stop the train, and Harvey jumps out into the snow. So again, it's, cold, and it's like the middle of the night at this point. And Harvey, you jump out, presumably putting back on your
oh yeah,
clothes
definitely. I'm bare chest out there.
to do that. Okay.
If only Lindy.
Candyland, yeah. And you were just taking one of the pieces of the simulacrum with you?
Yeah, just one. Doesn't matter which piece. One of them.
All right.
And I'm gonna get a mound, put it on the mound, step back a bit, and just go like that at it.
Alrighty.
Head explodes.
Can you roll me a sanity check, please?
Yeah, I saw that come in. Oh, I failed.
Oh no.
Oh, is bad things gonna happen? Because if they are, I'm gonna use my nat 20.
We're not allowed to use them on sanity checks.
Oh no, you're not. Are you? You're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
You're right.
Believe me, I would have busted one out.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, you shoot the piece of the simulacrum, and you see the kind of spread going into the piece, the statue piece. You guys can see him from where he is. You hear the gun firing off, and then you see Harvey disappear.
Shit.
He has gone.
Don't know what to do.
Harvey's gone?
Is the piece still there?
No.
Piece is not there.
Peace is not there.
I'm not about to start shooting pieces to go wherever he's at. That's this.
I'm going to click through,
Yeah, go to 2 and 3 and 4 and check it out.
see if
Yeah.
Harvey's there in any other phase.
Yeah, he is not there.
Well,
Harvey!
we lost a harp.
And now Harvey.
We'll find him eventually. Let's start the train back out, guys.
I'll start with my new character, shall I? Oh, yeah.
Nancy's gonna jump off the train and look for any evidence of where he may have gone, maybe?
Oh yeah, roll me a spot hidden.
Okay.
Pat, what you thinking?
I'm too distraught! My best
Mhm.
friend is gone.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, roll me a spot hidden.
I did.
She did 12.
You do not see any tracks in the snow from Harvey, other than the ones that led up to the point that he went to.
What about in the spot where the simulacrum was?
There is a slight depression in the snow from where it rested, but it hasn't moved.
Well, we did all we could.
What? No.
I don't have the sanity to shoot.
I don't either.
I thought. Fine. Guess Harv, I'm coming after. You guys gonna drive the trains by yourself? This lever does this, that lever does that.
I've been keeping an eye on it. I got a puncher's chance to make it.
That's operate heavy machinery, right? To make the train go? Yeah, no. I have a 1.
So do I.
We're going so far, guys.
You technically got a 21% chance.
That does.
Want to have more, but then send Harvey off to wherever the shadow realms.
I'm now going to do something which may be a little bit suspicious, but I'd like for Greg, Lindy, and Haley to take off their headphones or mute Zoom.
Sure.
No.
It's just me and you now, Harvey.
As it should be.
Just like it always should have been. So, yeah, you find yourself in a city.
Okay.
You find this very odd because the city is upside down and you are on the ceiling, which is the floor.
Mm-hmm.
The city looks old. It looks almost Aztec or Egyptian in build.
Right.
Ancient stones that must have been here for thousands of years that are covered in dust and cobwebs, and it's silent. And there is a temple at the center of the city. And before the temple is a giant gateway, which stands at least 100 feet in the sky. It's ridiculously large compared to everything else.
Okay, so that's like the most predominant feature, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is there anything behind me, or is it just more city kind of like?
Yeah, behind you see like this ancient kind of abandoned city, and as I mentioned, if you look kind of down, which is up, you see a swirling sea of stars.
Harvey's gonna go, hello?
No one
Hello?
answers.
He's gonna slowly head towards the temple, I guess. Always looking around to see if he can find anything.
Yeah, you walk through these ancient abandoned streets looking for a sign of anyone. You poke your head inside houses, and you can see that no one's lived here for ever, as far as you can tell. Essentially, so, like it seems very strange because it seems like a civilization built this and then just left, or built this and have been dead for so long that no one's ever been here. But whilst there are dust and cobwebs, it doesn't seem like enough time has passed for it to be that. It seems like they were here and then just left for some reason.
Just left, abandoned it.
Yeah. And this giant gateway stands before you, and you see that it's made from swirling runes and scriptures in a language that you don't understand. And when you look at it, it hurts your eyes to look at. It's so confusing. It's like if you've been up for 48 hours and then you try doing some complex algebra. It just hurts to look at. And it kind of dizzies and confuses your brain. But there is a circle in the middle of the gate, which looks about fit for a human hand.
Okay. Does the stars, looking up in the ceiling, does that look familiar, as in like one of the phases? You know, when we were on the train and we were in kind of like a galaxy kind of thing, you know, all around us? Does it look very familiar there?
It definitely looks familiar, yes. You're not sure which phase you're in, but you can see a myriad of planets and stars. And you think you recognize one of them as potentially being your Earth.
Okay. So, I'm on another planet. Looks like the train was going through the thing. So, maybe this is where he wants to go? How, and the circle thing is like just big enough for me to put my hand through like that, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Harvey's going to... It's hard to look at, so I don't suppose I could kind of like do a sketch of it, could I? Because it'd be too hard for me to
It
really
would be,
do it.
yeah. You can, like, you have like an image in your mind of what it is, but every time you try and think of it and close your eyes, it changes and warps.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly approach it, and I'm gonna just gently tap the circly thing and see if anything happens.
Okay. It ripples like a pool across the rest of the gate, which kind of shimmers and waves as if it were water. And you see the gate just kind of slide apart like it were congealed, like custard or something like that. It seems quite viscous and thick. And the other side, you see your wife. I'm just describing... Yeah, your girlfriend, sorry. Maybe to be. Describe what she looks like for us, because we haven't yet seen her before.
No, she has short, dark hair. She's quite pale. She's got a very youthful and innocent kind of look on her face. She's got green eyes. Pretty much the main image that Harvey gets is her in a nurse's uniform, because that's pretty much the time he's always been. She's and basically a smile of like warmth that's, you know, it's a smile that if you're injured or anything, it's a smile of reassurance that you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Warmth.
And she's French, right?
She's French, yes.
So she's standing there in front of you, a first figure that you've seen in this place.
Annabelle?
There's come with me. I'll take you to the gateway.
Oh, what are you doing here?
He turns on a point and begins to walk up the temple steps.
I slowly follow her.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to be able to respond to you very much. Occasionally she'll look over her shoulder to check that you're following her, but she doesn't speak with you or really make much eye contact either. And she leads you up the temple steps to the top of them. And at the top, you see that there is a pedestal. And on the pedestal is a figure. A figurine, I suppose. And carved into the pedestal is a figurine of twisted metal, which resembles eyes, you're fairly sure, that kind of twist and turn into one another. And she kind of gestures towards it and says, "The key."
This is the key.
She nods.
The key to what? To the portal? To be able to go to all these places?
is the key. You must take it.
Okay. So I try and take the key, I guess.
All right. You place your hand on the key. And you lose
Oh shit. Here we go.
11 sanity.
Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay.
And your vision is filled with that same myriad of images, swirling sea of chaos before you that hurts your eyes, almost burns into your brain, something that you can never forget. And you sense the presence of a being, something ancient, something far greater than you, and you feel insignificant and tiny in comparison to the sheer chaos that is this creature.
I cower on the floor then.
Yeah, at this point, that's all you can really do is your body, as far as you're aware of it, or is just fallen down onto the ground and is sort of like frothing at the mouth. And the voice says, "I am the key and the gate. You are now my being."
Shit. I drop the key.
It's just like stuck in your hands at this point. Your body is just like not responding to you. All you're doing is just like in your mind, really. Your body is just not responding to the commands that your brain is giving it, and the voice says, "Now you will do my bidding, and in return I will give you all that you could want. Your woman, your life, perhaps even your mind. All you need do is follow my commands."
What do you want me to do?
I want you to make sure that when you get the pinnacle, the pieces of the simulacrum, that they are formed and not destroyed. In return for this, I will give you knowledge, past, present, future. I will give you eternal life and everything that you desire.
What if I desire the world to be saved?
This world, but one. You will rule over many. You will be granted power beyond that which you could possibly understand. All you need do, make sure that the pieces form together. And if you do not, then all that you love and care will be destroyed. And you will serve an eternity here, with me as your only companion, ripping apart your mind layer by layer, till there is nothing left but an empty void, which used to be called Harvey Hiddleston.
I don't know.
Pretend as if you have a choice, when you know that you do not. I will release her if you do as I say.
You'll release her now?
I will.
Okay, I'll do it.
Very good. Know that whilst those mortals you call friends will die and suffer, that you and your loved ones will survive forever. Now, go forth, my servant. Do the word and bidding of Yog-Sothoth. and your mind is twisting once again.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel yourself going from this place. And when you open your eyes again, you find yourself back in the train, well, just outside the train, with the piece of the simulacrum.
Okay.
And let's get the headphones back on for our players. Hey guys. So, nothing bad happened, you'll be glad to hear. Oh wait for... Has Lindy got her headphones on?
No, she doesn't.
There we go. There we go. So as I was saying, nothing bad happened. And you guys see Harvey appear with the simulacrum piece.
Oh, Harvey, I was so worried about you. You just disappeared.
What?
What?
Yes, shooting it won't do anything.
Okay. Are
And,
you all right?
Where did you go?
Not
I
to?
went to a unusual. It was an abandoned city, and he's going to hand the simulacrum to anyone who's going to take it, basically. And it was abandoned. No one there.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, that's good. Then, nothing ate you or tried to kill you. And we can continue on to our next destination.
It was on another planet, just to put it out there. Remember when... do you remember when we were on that train and we saw all the stars and the galaxy?
The
it
crazy
was like
ghost
that.
train with the
Yeah,
crazy
exactly.
man.
It was like that. Yes.
All right. That's
So-
cool.
What's your gut here, Harv? Do we try to blow these things up, or do we take him to Constantinople?
I don't think we can try and destroy them. I mean, took a shotgun to the thing and it teleported me. I don't think it would be a good idea to start stabbing it with things and trying to blow it up. For all we know, it could happen to you as well. I got lucky to get away. I was very lucky to find a portal back.
Aye, then let's not go back to that crazy abandoned city on a different planet. Sure.
Well, what's to say that whatever is the end destruction of this thing doesn't bring us there as well?
Well, that's the thing. We just don't know. All we do know is that by me shooting this, I was teleported to another place. So that's probably not a good idea to do.
Reasonable.
Well,
However, I am freezing. So can we please get back on?
Aye, it's right warm in here, so get back. And it's the engine room, so it's hot.
Yeah. And
Out the portal? There's a portal there?
well, there was a portal back here. It was like a shimmering kind of like portal-esque thing that I put my hand through, and it took me back here. My guess is that potentially that whatever this is could open a portal to wherever I was, or maybe other locations. It's possible that you could go from planet to planet. I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
All right. Well, let's hope nothing else happens like that again for a while. And let's.
Yes, absolutely. There's not a place that it boggles the mind. Everything there was.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it. You should probably do the same.
Yes. I need a cup of tea.
Well, I've got whiskey.
Close enough.
All right.
I'll take a sip and pass
That'll
it back.
do.
That'll do.
Okay. So,
Choo choo!
Here's
We're
the
on the
thing.
Nancy train now, bitches.
you're on the Nancy train.
Well,
Out
when
of-
we're walking back
also
to the
right.
train, when we're walking back to
Yeah.
the train, Pat pulls back a little bit and cycles through the phases and looks at Harv while he does it.
It's completely normal.
Okay. I want to make sure he didn't have something on his head.
It looks so good.
y'all are really anxious about that now.
Yeah. It was freaky. You
No
tried to
reason
grab my
to.
face.
So you, the group you head back on an answer train. Here's a couple of problems that you guys realize that you have. You don't have the maps. You don't have the huge supply of weapons that you had before. You don't have Berto to guide you.
Berto.
So you're guessing where you're headed, because on all of these train tracks there are multiple of decisions in which way you are headed. And you guys at this point,
This is the worst.
Can I
have an idea.
navigate it?
it's gonna be a difficult navigate check.
Go on. Maybe you read the map and you've memorized it.
Memorize that map.
You did?
Okay.
Oh, didn't she? Oh, yeah. Oh,
I
okay.
got that middle one. Can that one count?
So, yeah. So you don't know where you are. The other thing is this: you are low on fuel. The Orient, when it was leaving, didn't have much with it, and often fuel is stored in the back of the train anyway, so they wouldn't just store it right next to the engine room. They've got what you need for a day or two, but they don't have a huge amount of supplies in here. So you've got about 2 days at best at fuel before you need
This was the
to.
worst
Before you need to
idea.
refuel, you are completely lost somewhere around Belgrade's, to the north of it, and you're trying to make your way to Sofia.
Well, I suggest we just continue on the tracks, because tracks always lead to civilization.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
And they also lead to oncoming trains.
Very
Right.
true.
Aye.
So,
What if we hit an
Let's keep a
oncoming
good eye
train?
out for oncoming trains, and then we can jump out.
well, surely we'll
if we
hear
see
the
one
oncoming
coming,
train first.
not always. We are in an engine room.
Oh, yes.
So we'll keep an eye out, and if we see one, we'll all jump off and then hijack that train and drive backwards. So it'll be great.
Wait. We're
Train
going to
jackers
hijack other people's train?
We hijacked this train.
No,
We,
well, yes.
we hijacked it from a crazy person's. I
yes.
mean,
We liberated this train.
And they don't want to go to that town. We're doing them a favor.
It's very
Listen, I
true.
never thought I'd say this, but remember the first massive train wreck we were in back in London? That wasn't easy to get out of, and that was during the daytime, and we saw that shit coming.
There's a lot more snow here. It'll make the fall softer.
There's a lot more mountains too, like
Yeah.
falling 800 feet and then hitting
All right,
snow.
we'll just
I
have
think-
to jump off on the side that the snow is and the sheer drop isn't.
Yeah, you guys know that like
let's just-
avalanches are a thing, right?
let's just deal with it when we get there. How about that?
You know,
Fiddle-dee-dee.
I guess we go along as we are, and we look out for any signs of potential civilization. And if we find something like maybe smoke from a factory, or maybe a road on the side that we can see on the thing, maybe we just take the route that's closer to that. I don't-
know.
let's
No,
just keep going
mm.
until we see anything, and then we'll make
Yeah.
a decision.
I agree.
right.
I agree.
Let's just go. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Just go.
So,
We're like Cameron and Ferris Bueller. I'll go. No, I'll go.
okay, so you guys are just heading along the tracks waiting for something to happen to you.
Basically,
just-
it's the shittiest plan ever. But
No, I like it.
Of
So
course you do.
this is my favorite plan you guys have had yet.
it's getting to the point where we're just like, whatever, we're all gonna die anyway.
We're winging it at this point.
So yeah, you guys are traveling through the mountains at the moment, and it's very snowy, and you guys are keeping warm for a while whilst you have fuel, and you travel for the next day fairly uninterrupted. Right, there's a bit of wildlife around, but you don't see
Since
any.
we've been traveling for a day, can we try to navigate again?
Yeah, you can give me another navigator on the second day.
Right.
If we've been traveling for a day, don't I heal more?
You should heal 2, I believe.
Yeah, Evelyn too.
And Evelyn as well. And Evelyn
And
nailed a
An
7.
extreme
Nice.
success.
So here's what you know, Evelyn. This is what you figured out.
This is what
We're in Europe.
You guys are in Europe. It's 1923, you think. No.
I think.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about time too much. But you know that if you've studied some of these maps before, you've taken a look at them, you've got a choice up ahead. If you were going to the right-hand side, you're fairly sure that you would get to civilization and a village. You took the left, or a series of villages likely. If you took the left-hand side, that's a route through the mountains, which is less likely to run into any other trains, but also less likely to run into any fuel stops.
Do I know how close the nearest town would be? Or I just know there's towns that
You know
way?
that there is civilization that way.
So, which way, Evelyn? Does this feel familiar to you? Do you remember as you studied the map?
Oh, one thing to note as well, as you guys look towards the left on panel 4, as it were, there are tracks on phase 4, which exist, heading towards the mountains.
Okay, so on the right, I'm fairly certain that there are towns that way, places that we could stop. And towards the left, there are like a roundabout way, but I'm not entirely certain that there's that way.
Okay, but the
Alright.
left-hand side, we'd run out of fuel, correct?
I
Correct.
think
It's possible.
In
yeah.
the mountains. And the mountainside also has, we checked through the phases to 4, and it's got tracks. Okay, well, we're in 4. I'd like to do something, Will.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Someone's gonna have a panic attack.
Yeah. You know how there's those maggots everywhere, like the big boys, like the big fibrous maggots,
Hmm.
right?
I do. I know them only too well.
I'm gonna try to burn one and see if we can use it as fuel.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you give me a summon here? Let's see. It might be appropriate. Let's get a Ruby sheet for that. To check in what skills you guys have got. Yeah. It's not really a repair, is it? A natural world, maybe.
You really
I-
love that?
Or
Do you want to tell Evelyn what you're doing?
it could be a mechanical repair, I guess, to like refuel the engine, or natural
I'm good at
world to see
that.
if you can just burn this thing.
I'm good at natural
Science, biology could also work.
I think this thing will burn. Who else thinks it will?
I have no idea.
I think it burns.
Biofuel, isn't it?
Right.
Biofuel.
We probably will leave a smaller carbon footprint.
Biorenewable.
As we all know, that's very important for future generations. People in 2017 will thank us later.
Especially the ones living under our new Cthulhu overlords, right?
I think it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got it.
All right, yeah. Evelyn, on her successful natural world roll, suspects that would indeed burn because it's flesh. And flesh
That's
burns.
what I was rolling for, to see if it would burn.
Well, it's like not real, like human flesh or like anything really natural, right? But you're fairly sure that, you know, it's got like fat on it and fat burns, so.
Great. Now, to also kind of go off of this, Will,
Yeah.
what we've learned about these maggots are these are people that Macreat has killed and essentially imprisoned in phase 4, correct?
That
As
is
maggots.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
throwing people in there.
Yeah.
Thank fuck Harvey doesn't know that.
Yeah, right.
didn't know
Nancy,
that.
Too.
Well, Pat's not going to share that element. So, in theory, this is what Pat's going with. If we burn these up, we get fuel, and potentially we release the souls of the captured maggot people into the ether, and they can
Or
return.
we kill them.
Well, what's better, maggot forever, or the big black? You know, I mean, I think the deep sleep. You know, I mean,
Maybe we could save them later.
Too late now.
Oh, I don't know this. Evelyn does not know. Never mind.
Pat's not sharing either.
Evelyn can't share this information. Can't converse with you.
All right.
But we have to travel in 4 for this to work, because
Yes.
I say go to the village.
after all my scientific experiments,
Well, it's not for that. If we could stock up and then use them in phase 1, well, normal phase, I should say.
We can't. put
I
it
would,
in
but
phase
we
one.
know what it's like in phase 4.
Can't
We
we
know the
fuel up
danger.
in phase
That's phasist.
4?
That's phases.
That's realist.
Can we fuel up in phase 4 enough to keep going for a while? Stay in phase 1, and then anytime we need a phase, just Y'all.
But if we're
Mm,
burning the
doesn't-
maggots, as soon as we go to 1, the maggot that would be burning would disappear, I'm assuming. And then
I mean, it's more science. But...
The energy would be stopping every 5 minutes to refuel.
yeah, it'd be like
Yeah,
gutting
energy
out
comes
because
down,
it'd
yeah.
go in and out of existence.
Aye.
Because-
Cthulhu 101 with Pat.
Because here's the
I
thing,
still-
like, you guys know that there's like the 4th phase is like a different reality, and so the train is a different train. It's not the same one.
Yeah.
I say go to the village. We go to the village, we find some wood, find some coal, something to burn. We stock up quickly and quietly or buy whatever we need, and then we carry on. That's I'd rather that than stay in phase 4.
Phase 4 terrifies.
But it was a good idea, Pat. It was a good idea.
However, villages
best idea.
have not been on a great track record for us lately.
I totally forgot about the
Civilization in
VD.
general.
True, but I still think we
I
would
don't even know about
get better in village.
quite. Phase 4
I-
sucks.
I would rather go to a town than deal with phase 4, because that also just brings real bad things to us.
Yes. Yes. So
Am I
right?
If the is the train made out of maggots? Is that what you're pulling up, or is it just like
Like outside.
It's everything.
because if you're pulling from the train, you're tearing the train apart. As
No,
you're
no. We're taking them off the ground.
Right.
I mean, the way that Will described it, it's like a plush carpet of
Yes,
maggot.
indeed.
a plush carpet of maggot.
That
Also,
Nancy ate once upon a time.
Pat, you can roll me 2 wild magic surges as you grab out some maggots. Start talking about them.
Sons of bitches. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do it in Twitch, do I?
No,
I'm
and I
sure-
don't think
I
it'll
do that
work
every
in
day.
Twitch.
You could try. Nothing happens. Oh, cool.
Great.
Hey.
8984.
Okay. 8984. Read.
Everything is sunshine and love.
And bubbles.
8118.
118. 8984. Interesting.
Well,
Interesting. No spoilers in chat, please. I will think on that one for a second. About how I want to do that. Okay, let's make a note there. And then you did Twitch. And then your second roll, 8118.
Yes, sir.
81.
Who do I get to thank for these?
Earthen Lady. Holy shit, that one's bad. Okay. Right, now we go. Okay, so you guys are just about to make your decision
Yep.
yeah.
when you hear a massive explosion in the distance. And everything begins to rumble. And the mountains begin to shake.
Well,
And-
this isn't good.
Around you guys, you see that there's like this brief second where you guys look around you, and you see that the snow from the mountains is beginning to avalanche down towards you guys.
But I'm personally okay.
Personally,
now.
you are fine. However, one of the largest avalanches that you guys have ever witnessed, perhaps the first, is making its way down towards you guys at an incredible speed as something within a distance has blown up and the whole mountains are shuddering.
Yeah.
Is it in 2?
It's in all the phases.
Shit.
It's in all the
Oh,
phases.
I don't want to know what a phase 4 avalanche looks like.
Oh.
Nancy, is there a way to shift this in high gear and go
Let's
as
do
fast
it!
as humanly possible?
What? We don't have a lot of weight on here. Let's go.
Okay. Yes, the group of you are, trying to kick this thing into full gear as
Yep.
the
I've done this before. I've rammed things with the train.
and the rumbling is continuing. However, anyone is familiar with how avalanches work knows that they go at an incredible speed, far faster than a train in 1923. And the snow is just like collapsing down the mountains, going swiftly towards you guys. And the train is going as fast as it can. But, you know, you guys see that this mass is, you know, maybe a minute away, and your train is not going to be able to outrun them through the mountains.
Shit. Cover nearby?
Any caves
maybe?
and cover anything we can
Yeah.
like.
Roll me a spot hidden and see if there's any caves nearby.
Okay. I succeed.
Oh, nice.
Okie dokie. Apologies, my Zoom keeps cutting in and out at the moment. Why do you do that?
Bloody Zoom.
Because you're being evil, that's why.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe that's why. I mean, it wasn't me; it was Evan. So, you know, I'm just following orders, which
Just the messenger, I'm sorry.
which is what Nazi war criminals say. So anyway, you guys, you spot, Harvey, that there is a dark cave in the off to the side.
Oh, hang on. One sec, we're losing.
Oh, am I
Uh-oh.
back? Sorry.
Oh, you're back.
You're
You're
back.
back.
You're back,
yes.
bud.
Yeah. Oh, lower the bitrate on OBS. Maybe that's fucking with me. You see that there's a dark cave off to the side that you might be able to find shelter in.
It's better than dying in an
It's better
avalanche.
than that. To the
Let's
cave!
go!
Get off the train!
All right. To dive off the train, roll me a dex.
Yeah.
Listen, we die, guys.
That's
Downey's an at 20 on that one.
Critical success.
I'm using an at 20.
That's
I'm
20.
not
Okay.
dying. Not dying yet.
I got it with the simulacrums.
yeah, we're good.
Everyone good? Everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. So you guys leave the the Orient Express car
we already
behind.
left the Birdo train.
Rip. And it just kind of goes sailing off into the distance as you guys kind of dive out into the snowy drifts. This avalanche is coming straight down towards you, and you can see the cave is maybe 100 feet ahead of you. You guys are going to have to sprint to get in there at time. Pat is at the front thanks to the wild magic surge, which says someone with military some kind of military rank is ordered to the front. So
I have military rank.
that is true. Who is high military rank between Pat and Harvey?
I was probably like a lieutenant or a captain.
You were a rich boy, weren't you?
Yeah.
In that
So I
case,
automatically get
Yeah.
You earned that.
yeah, you already earned that one. So Harvey's at the front. Thank you, Chelsea.
money pays.
Working out
Money pays, kids.
in a really different direction.
Sometimes it pays to be rich. So Harvey, you're at the front. You're just dashing towards it.
Pat shoots.
Yeah.
Shoot.
How dare you take my lead?
he's slowing us
yeah,
down.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to abandon anyone. I'm going to be running and making sure they're at least semi. So I'm going to get to the cave entrance and make sure people get in.
All
But
right.
it's not like
So Harvey is there. Harvey is there, but everyone else can roll me like a strength to get there in time.
Oh, great.
I believe in your strength, guys. I believe.
With the simulacrums, that's a success.
I'll
Nice.
use a fucking nat 20 on that.
I like it. I like it. I like your attitude. Everyone.
Be better here in a minute.
So everyone's made that, I think. Yeah, and Harvey, you see them in, and like 10 seconds later, you were just outside is just buried in snow with like this, huge avalanche of snow. It just crushes down, and within seconds, you are cut inside here, and trapped in this dark cave.
This episode is just out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Oh, it's just been disaster after disaster, isn't it? Oh, we got do we have torches?
Not on your
This isn't
person.
D&D.
Oh.
Damn it, where's
Flashlight.
Let me
phone?
open my explorer's
damn
pack
it.
real quick.
Pretty much all
I got it
of
right here with my 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
pretty much
50
all of
feet
your pretty much all of your worldly goods are gone.
Well,
I've
I
got my
probably still
purse.
got my matches. Cause,
Nothing that you'd have a little match.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely have matches, because,
Yeah. I have a look around in the cave, I guess. I mean, how deep does the cave go? I mean, does it go into the mountain, or are we
It
gonna
looks
have
like it may go into the mountain. It does go down quite a way from what you can see, but you can't see very far ahead of you right now.
Yeah. Well,
W-
I don't think we're going to be able to dig our way out of that.
Are there like sticks or something that like pieces of wood? that
Oh
we
yeah,
could-
to make a torch. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
You know, you can find a stick.
You
Okay.
can find a stick.
You have a plus
I'm gonna-
1 stick. Congratulations, Evelyn.
Yes.
I'm gonna tear a sleeve off a shirt and then wrap it around the stick and go, Nancy, we're going to need
Evelyn has her own right now.
Oh, okay. I'd rather I have more chance of asking you, Evelyn, than I do Nancy.
Can we try digging out with the tongues?
You're gonna
That's
get
a good
brain
idea.
freeze.
It's gonna be like
We-
ice cream.
We've
You would
already-
get brain freeze. That's your worry.
We've already established that we don't feel the tongues. They're just.
I don't know.
I don't know. There was some chemistry when your two tongues kind of wrapped. I'm just saying, from an outside.
You're both unmarried.
I lived.
Right, yeah.
That wasn't my connection. I lived.
The chemistry was her ability to continue to breathe. Right.
I mean, you guys know that the tongues are very strong, but you require like a spade. It's not like pure strength. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to punch through, you know, several hundred feet of compacted snow. You'd probably
So
just
you
punch
got the
against
rock
it
with
for a
the
long
tongue.
while.
It's just like chip.
You could work away at it. It would be like working away at it with like just like hitting it, I guess. It would probably
So
take
that-
you some time.
It's like the Shawshank Redemption. Okay.
Right. Yeah. You'd Shawshank it.
Well,
Yeah.
Evelyn's gonna share her whiskey with Harvey.
And light the torch.
Has a swig when you give it back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much I had to use, but yeah, hopefully there's some left.
I mean, yeah, you can pour a good bit on there, and it'll go up. So it kind of illuminates, and you see this kind of 10-foot wide cavern leading down.
I guess we have to go down.
You could also just sit here and die.
I mean,
I'd rather go down
rather than sit here and die.
yeah,
Very, very cold.
you could probably freeze to death here.
It wouldn't take that long. We could just end it all now. Be like,
Yeah.
bye, Will.
I mean, hypothermia can like set in like 30 seconds, right? Like 30 minutes
we'll
rather.
go out
Sorry.
on our own.
Very quickly.
We're gonna go out on our terms.
All right, Harvey's gonna start going down in the cave.
Harvey's going down. Nancy will follow.
Assuming Evelyn and Pat are taking up the
Fine.
back end. Yeah.
Yes.
We
yes.
guess.
I don't like this any more than you do.
You guys are like Shaggy and Scoob, you two. So yeah, Harvey and Nancy lead the way down into the caverns, and you take a look what you can see, and you walk for about 10 minutes through this cavern. So it looks like it goes quite extensively deep, and you enter into a small circular cavern with a slightly higher roof. So you're not kind of stooping so much, it's more like an average-sized ceiling with two caverns, sort of tunnels leading either side out from it. You also see that in the center of this room is some kind of totem. It's made out of sticks and as far as you can tell, bones.
Oh,
And
look, more firewood.
It looks like an effigy.
Yo.
Let's not touch it, burn it, or look at it. Let's just keep going.
That's
Can I-
wood. Wood is life at this present moment.
Do you see what it looks like though?
Looks
does
like
it-
some
No,
sort
I am
of
not looking at
native
it.
totem.
Not looking at it.
So,
Odd things happen when we look at things, and I'm not looking at it.
so with it being a totem, it just screams. Don't touch me, okay?
We've had a bad track record with these types of things.
No, it says touch me, touch me, touch me.
No,
We start hearing voices.
no.
Yeah.
La 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 swig.
However, that is a good thing. If there is a totem here, that means perhaps within walking distance there is a village.
All the way
You know
out.
what?
Of cultists, right?
Cultists, cannibals, it can mean a lot of things.
No,
so,
You're very much in cultist country right now.
Yes. Yes.
so
Who
Let's-
thought
can I-
Eastern European was so culty?
Can I see if there's like anything on the walls? Like, does it scream sacrifice?
Yeah, are there any like old blood stains or?
You don't see any of the kind, no, and it doesn't seem
It's
like
like-
they've written anything on the walls here.
Is there?
Let's just go past it. Just leave.
Does it? Yeah. Does the path continue?
Well, there are two ways out of here. There's one.
Of course.
There's one
Can I
leading to-
navigate?
Well, you navigate and see that there's a way to the left and a way to the right.
Can I track and see if one of them has footprints?
Lick
Yeah.
a finger and stick it up and see if wind's coming out of either one of the cave in.
That's very true.
All right, yeah, you can roll me navigates.
Go on. Why not?
I'd succeed with
I'll do it.
Sherlock's.
I navigate.
I pass with my track. Sherlock's.
In both seats.
I fail miserably.
Nice.
I can do it too, guys.
You don't like feel any wind coming from either one of them, but you do see. We'll say Evelyn gets this one. You see that there are tracks, human footprints, which seem to be bare as well. I don't seem to be shoed, which are leading down the right-hand cavern.
Going left.
I thought you said bears.
Birds, they're just birds live here.
There's bears
We're
in the
just
game.
we're just birds. We like to make some totems every now and again. Hope you don't mind.
Pat understands everything.
Someone's after. Don't try and steal my honey. Oh, Christopher, please.
Yeah, let's go left if you see footprints. I just don't like bare feet, snow, freezing cold. It doesn't bode well. It just
No, I disagree. I think we should go where the footprints are because that means there's the exit or entrance that way. If we go left, we could be exploring these caverns until we slowly freeze to death or starve to death. We need to get out.
Dad? Left?
I'm with Harv on this one. We got to go where the feet go.
You gotta go
Just
where the bears
follow
are.
the. We just gotta find them bears.
father.
Pat's just now realizing that someone meant bare feet, and he's very sad. But, we can go that way too, I guess.
Do you want to follow the tracks, or you want to head off
I
away
do.
from the tracks?
Yeah, apparently that's what the vote is.
Yeah, maybe they have
Well,
barrage.
I don't want to. I think we have to.
Okay. So you start following the right-hand tunnel down, and is Harvey leading the way again?
Sure, I'll lead the way. Why not?
All right, cool.
Got the torch.
Why not? Yeah, I like. Harvey, you're following the tracks right, and I'm guessing you guys are listening for stuff as well, and trying to go quiet.
Yes, yes, I am listening my earballs off. Difficult success.
I see everything.
How am I supposed to? Okay, there we
I'm
go.
real good at listening, guys.
Listen.
Right. Pat's too upset about not finding bears.
Yeah.
Pat's ears have just
I'm
been
too busy
shot.
talking to Pat about bears.
You see the Northern European bear. Yeah.
Well, I've never seen a bear. What are they like?
It's like a David Attenborough documentary.
Right.
So Harvey, well, Nancy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of like you stop the group because you hear something. You hear some voices coming from up
I hear
ahead.
voices.
Okay. And they echo and kind of reverberate around the tunnels quite well here. So even when you guys speak, it does kind of echo a little bit. And you hear a voice say, "This one will do. Baba Yaga will be happy for a new gift." And
Who will be happy?
Baba Yaga, you heard?
Okay.
Baba Yaga.
Baba
Oh,
Yaga.
yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Let's go the left
Pretty
path.
sure it's not a bear. And you hear a kind of and then the voice says, "Let's do it. Come, friend. More work to do. Back
Oh
at
my.
home."
I
And
load my son off shotgun.
you hear those voices like move away, and you hear footsteps as they leave.
Okay, should we go quiet?
Yeah, I got my guns ready. Oh, so
Let's approach quietly. Do you want me to put the torch out, or because I can't really dim it?
can we see if they've had a torch, Will? Like, can we see
I mean,
the glow
you
or-
heard it at this point. You don't. Yeah. I mean, you don't see anything yet, but you do hear them moving
They're moving
away.
away.
Okay, I guess let's go.
Let's just go in.
Let's see what they left for Baba Yaga. What's her face?
Jesus.
This can only end well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Told you should have burnt that totem.
I'm still with it that we shouldn't have.
We can always go back and burn it.
Yeah, okay. So you guys kind of head on and turn the corner to into the next chamber. Everybody can roll me a sanity check.
Oh no, I'm not looking.
As you don't need to look. It's in fact a sound.
Oh great.
It's the
Woo!
sound of
I
a
passed too.
wailing, screaming song which assaults your ears.
What's it like, Will? If you could potentially.
I'm playing
I
the
wanna
sound
watch him.
effects on stream, but to do it verbally, it's like kind of scream.
Great.
Now,
Hey.
technically, I'm not supposed to be affected by anything that I don't see and is beyond. It has to be supernatural. So I'm assuming this is, of course.
This is, of course, supernatural.
Right.
Yes.
Real glad I took that feat and lost 20 sanity right off the shit. Just never works.
It worked real well in the beginning.
So
It
if
did.
Once.
so, the two of you guys
No, lots
saved.
of times.
Yeah, I know.
So Nancy and Harvey
Doing
saved.
better.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm 5.
All right. So Evelyn, you lose 5. Pat, you lose 2. And you see that someone has been kind of strung up to one of these totems. It's a woman, and she is like letting out this unearthly screeching song which kind of howls through the caverns. She's been nailed in by the wrists to this thing, almost crucified. Fun mistake when crucifying someone. Never crucify them through the hands. Never nail them through the hands. Always nail them through the wrist. Pro tip, chap. She's been hanging up there, and she's just screaming. You don't see anyone else, but there's only one tunnel leading further down, presumably where the 2 left.
But how far up is she hung, Will? Like, is she...
You know, this
Can we
totem
reach
pole
her?
is like, yeah, very, very easily reachable.
Okay, I run up and pull her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I pull her off. I can't take time to... I try to use the tongue to get one of the nails out, and if it takes any time whatsoever, I just rip her off.
Oh.
Yeah. So you kind of like physically tear her off this thing, but like her mouth is still open and sort of like screaming, and it's just like she doesn't have any control over it, almost, you know.
I shoot her in the head.
Alrighty. All right.
Don't want to. Okay.
Don't want to talk about it? Nope. She's dead.
You shoot her in the head, and the screaming stops. However, that sound reverberates and echoes
Yeah, I
all
was
the
gonna
way
say, you
through
don't
the
want to like
caverns.
slit her throat instead. Like, just, not Nancy.
Shit.
Suggestion.
No, it was more of a she's gone, I don't want her to suffer type of shot. Not like a
Yeah.
I'm a cold calculating asshole type of...
Well,
Would you please be quiet? Boom.
I'm gonna listen to see if I hear footsteps coming
Yeah,
back.
same.
They're coming back.
I
Yeah.
reload.
I succeed.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear them coming back, but you do hear some voices, and then the voices go away
Do I in any specific direction?
down the
or-
tunnel, the one tunnel which is left.
Okay.
Do we hear any? No, we don't hear any
Oh.
footsteps.
Is there?
Voices going away.
So they stopped to listen?
I
No,
definitely
she
heard
wasn't
it. You're fairly
just
sure, like
talking.
everyone would hear that shot.
I mean, the question now is, do we wait here and hide for them to come, or do we go down the passageway?
Well, I'm not so worried about them coming back. I'm worried about something else coming to get us.
Oh, the thing that
I-
they're sacrificing it for.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go.
Let's go right at them, and we'll do it in 2.
Oh,
Makes us invisible.
Oh, that's a good idea.
maybe. Hopefully. Unless they went to 2. Let's find out. Why not at this point?
Macri, can't have people everywhere.
You don't know that. You do not know.
I'm convinced we're the only 4 people that aren't on his side. We're
Right.
actually the bad guys in this whole campaign.
I mean,
Everyone else on Earth is on his side.
he has had a millennia.
Yeah.
It's also that it's also that thing where it's like it's not just Makrat who can access it. It seems to be that the other cults have knowledge of the planes, right? So like the what were they called? The guys back in place.
Ligor.
The Loigor. Yeah, the Loigor. Like
Loigor.
they had knowledge of how to fight Makria, and Yeah. So you guys head through the tunnel. Who's headed first?
I will.
I'll be close behind with the torch because, well, we got to see what the hell we're shooting.
Yeah, I'll be behind Harvey. I've got his back.
Guess I'll be in the rear.
Evan's got all our backs.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, you guys head through with Pat leading the way. And the group of you head in for about 10 minutes, being very careful to, like check every corner that you guys turn around, do the whole James Bond sweep around the corner. You don't hear anything else until you come to what looks like up ahead is a cavern with space to the right and left. To both sides it looks like there's space, but as you can only see ahead of you, you can't see what is either way. So it could be that people are hiding around corners in this cavern, and it's the first one which isn't, obviously just they could be around this corner. There are two ways that people might be hiding from you guys.
Navigate.
Well, I guess, we kind of like...
Listen?
Yeah.
Can we listen?
Oh, yeah, can I listen to see?
Which direction, if there's breathing, or maybe...
With the simulacrums, that is not a success.
I succeed.
So close. So close. Wait, with the listen, that is a success. The simulacrums. I'm so good.
Okay. Yeah, you do hear a murmur of a few voices from up ahead.
Which...
Yeah, you can...
Just in front of you.
Just in front of you, just in that way. It seems like both sides. That there's like someone talking to someone on the other side who replies from that side.
Okay, so they're waiting for us to ambush us. Okay.
Still got...
I'm tempted to just chuck my...
Yeah, I was gonna say, still got that grenade, Nancy? Yeah.
So you want to trap us in here?
Yeah, that's gonna...
That's why I haven't put that thought with through my head. I was like...
Well, we got a number of options here. We could lure them out by someone going forward, and then we jump on them, or we try and draw them out somehow.
Help! I'm lost.
Who's I? Baba
They
Yaga?
did just sacrifice a woman.
Oh, they did.
Well, maybe they want another one to sacrifice.
Well, not to meta this or anything, but if they would somehow see Evelyn and I tongues wagging, they might be driven insane. They haven't seen that before. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
They did just crucify a woman.
I've done some awful shit too.
Yeah, that's true.
Terrible people.
We're truly understanding the nature of evil in this campaign, aren't we?
I just love this idea of you two just with your tongues like going as they turn around the corner.
And they're just like, nope, and they leave.
How like it's a prehensile tongue, right?
Yeah, we got
so
control.
you could see like go up to the edge and then just go like tongue around the corner and try to like clock them.
Well, we wouldn't see
It
them.
would be a shot in the dark, yeah.
It would be.
Yeah, because we could just like wave it from wall to wall and see if we'd hit something. But
yeah, but it's not a bad plan.
I say we just have one of the ladies shout, help me, and then they come around and then we...
Nancy.
Nancy.
You're in the
Thanks,
front.
guys.
You're in the front.
I mean, they already know we're coming this way. So.
All right.
How about this? I go back and grab the body of the poor unfortunate woman I just shot in the head. I bring it back and tongue it around the corner. Oh, and when it gets riddled with bullets, then we'll know.
Then we'll know where they are.
Yeah, don't forget, we did run away from that room to make sure that the thing that was going to come, we didn't bump into.
Well, that's a theory.
It is, yes.
It's a good theory.
Very much so.
I want to know what happens. I really want you to go do that. I want you to go back.
That sounds like a fantastic
But that's
plan.
such a Haley thing, and everyone's like, no.
Ragdolling the corpse of the woman with this tongue. Blah, blah, blah.
Evelyn doesn't like that idea.
All right. Well, I do have a chicken. but I could come up and be like, ah, and like imitate her screaming.
Oh, I tell you what. Go to. Here's what we'll do. Let's go to 2, hide.
We're in 2.
Well, we're in 2. Let's go to 3 and scream, and see if they do anything. Right? I mean, we're scientists now.
We're scientists.
I mean, this is
Takes out notebook. H phase. This is what happened.
This is
Hypothesis,
science now, ladies
death.
and gentlemen. We need to hypothesize.
It's death, okay? So I don't think that we should just go in different phases and scream.
No, I think we
See if
just
they hear.
have one of the ladies scream and then they come out. I think that might be. I mean, let's try that first, and if that doesn't work, then let's take more drastic measures.
Well, now they know that we're here. We're all talking.
Because we're all talking.
I'm assuming we're whispering at this point.
Right.
Well, he did say that whispers do echoes a little bit.
We're like
Right.
really whispering. We're like,
Sure. I mean,
We're
it's
whispering in
it's
too.
possible that these guys, could roll listen checks to hear you, or speaking.
On phase
Possible.
2. If they're on phase 2.
Then roll listen checks, Will.
Maybe I already have.
in my mind.
Oh, I can roll GM rolls. You see,
Yeah.
I have a separate roll 20.
Tons of bitches. Yeah.
There's also, physical dice.
Yeah, I think we do the scream. And if they respond to the scream, like stop talking, we know that they can hear us and probably see us. But if they don't respond to that and carry on talking, we might be able to walk right past them.
Alright,
That's what I
just-
meant by screaming in 3. How is this your idea now?
Well, no, because we're already in 2.
Alright,
Right,
so.
okay, all right.
Ah!
Wait a minute. Before you do that, I'm gonna get cover.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So you.
And I have the grenade ready.
So you
Oh
Grenade in
god.
one hand, shotgun, like my pistol in the other.
You're Brick Tamlin from Anchorman. You just got the grenade out.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that grenade? I don't know.
Well, that really escalated quickly.
Right.
I
So-
scream in phase 2. I try to imitate her screams.
I
in
scream
phase 2.
into the pillow. I scream
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
void. So yeah, you scream at the darkness in phase 2. You guys can roll me listen
Darkness
checks.
is
Yeah,
intimidated.
I'm gonna listen.
Ew.
That's a super extreme success.
Yeah, I'm up there too. I got a hard success.
You hear a couple of whispers. Psst, psst. And a voice. Who goes there?
Damn it! In phase 2?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be in all phases. I can
Mhm.
see it now. I nudge Nancy.
Tis I.
Tis I,
Now I'm
the
doing
savior,
I'm
to
do-
bring forth light.
I'm doing a piece on caverns in the middle of Europe.
Hi, I'm doing a piece on crucifixion, and I heard this.
I think you can help me out. Yeah. They're like, oh, don't never use the hands. Always do the wrist. Always
I
do the
had
wrist.
no idea about the whole wrist thing.
Step 1.
Crucifixion quarterly, right?
Crucifixion quarterly. Sacrifices quarterly. Yeah. I'm a fellow cultist here, just
Oh,
doing
really? You're going with that?
culty stuff.
You say, I'm a fellow cultist here doing culty stuff.
Oh, maybe not the doing culty stuff. I am a fellow cultist, from far away, like Scotland. And I heard you all do some great sacrifices here and was really curious if you could teach me some more.
While this is going on too, Will, just so you know, Pat's shifting his gaze from behind us to where they are to behind us.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You guys have a slight suspicion that maybe cultists don't just announce their intentions quite like that. I am a cultist.
Nancy,
Well-
never ever go undercover when you're with Scotland.
Yeah.
I
Ever.
think she's the greatest. The voice calls
I'm
back.
considered to be Baba Yaga, but I doubt they believe she's Scottish, speaking really good
Right,
English,
right.
like-
The voice kind of calls back and says, why did you kill her?
Oh, that wasn't me.
How many of you are there?
Oh, well, there's only one of me.
How many of your group?
Oh, I'm alone completely. There was, however, a rather large rock that fell and startled me, which caused my pistol to accidentally go off, which may have accidentally shot her in the face.
We are not
On
idiots.
accident.
Now, speak truthfully.
I just want to get out of here.
How many of you are there? What are your intentions? If they are good, then you will be allowed access through Baba Yaga's lands. If not, then we will kill you.
We want to leave.
We just traveling through. Just want to,
Leave.
just want to leave, but there's a great big avalanche. I don't know why Nancy's so bad at talking today.
The avalanche.
She is.
The avalanche. Did you cause it?
No.
Do you
We
know
don't-
who did?
I heard a great big explosion about, maybe in one of the nearby towns. I don't know. We were traveling on a train, and then an avalanche happened, and had to jump off, and I ran into this cavern to, not get crushed by tons of ice, rock, and snow.
You say we. How many of you are there?
Me, myself, and I'm not crazy. Twitch. No.
Cults.
Okay, listen. There's a bunch of us down here. We are armed.
Yeah,
Let us out of this goddamn cave. You might take us in a rush, but not before we turn a couple of you guys' heads into canoes. So just
friend likes to take elastic action than I do. I prefer talking.
we got no fight with you. You know this. Let us out of the cave. Go
How-
about whatever crazy shit you want to do.
Wow, my internet's doing nothing. Give me a sec.
They respond. Okay.
Give me a second. Zoom is acting weird.
Whisper. They're just talking like, I don't know, these guys seem weird. Crazy Americans and Scottish people.
There's always the Scottish. Like Scottish keep coming back. So yeah,
You should look better at talking, sorry guys.
come on, internet, stop being
Future
a cunt.
lesson: if we say you're doing this alone, don't say we.
Yeah, I feel like it's the stress.
I'm by myself, but we got stuck off the train because of an
I
avalanche.
have a multiple personality disorder. That was my second voice. My inside voice talking just a minute ago.
I'm just stress talking. So the voice calls back and says, "On a train. What train?"
Berto's train.
Yeah, that's what she'll be like. Barto's train. Oh wait.
We captured a train not far from here.
Oh, did you really? That
Inside.
sounds exciting.
Interesting. Very interesting. What is it that you carry with you? There are pieces of something. We can sense them. Do not lie.
Pieces of love.
Friendship and happiness. No.
Oh, in that
Why
case.
are you asking fucking questions? There is a door to this place. Point us in the right direction. We will leave. If there is to be some type of confrontation because you will not get out of the goddamn way, then let's get around to it. I'm not answering any questions from some faceless fucking coward voice in a cavern.
You are in our lands, and you will abide by our laws.
Lost my ass. Suck my dick. Go ahead, Nancy.
If
you want to have it, then we will let you have it.
I prefer not to.
The dick.
Mr. Patterson, he is a bit of a deviant individual when it comes to those types of matters.
Pat
I
is a
know-
sexual deviant, is he? Is the explanation of this?
He tongues married women.
He does. It doesn't matter if they're married or not. He just goes after him. It's just terrible.
Lesson learned: don't let Nancy and Pat talk anymore.
It's the
They don't know we're here yet. So
yeah,
I just think it's that fancy.
just sitting on the ground waiting.
You guys are just like,
drinking tea and whiskey.
So, you bring artifacts of great power through our lands. Baba Yaga does not like this often. We would like to know
Well-
what they are.
We will get right out of here, quick as a whip.
We have no interest in you leaving until we know what it is that you travel through our lands with.
Nothing that's gonna hurt your lands.
It's not the answer to my
Out of
question.
character.
Okay.
I can't say that with a straight face. Because we've ruined everything.
We've destroyed a couple.
The artifacts are dangerous. They will need to be made safe.
You can do that.
Baba Yaga knows all.
Well, I suppose maybe if we just scuttle on through there, you know, you put like a little safety tag on it, and then we get out, and we'll be good, and we'll never have to worry about each other or speak to each other again.
That is not going to happen. But you may be allowed passage if you would simply be honest with your answers. Baba Yaga, she does not like liars, and she can tell when someone is lying.
Are you Baba Yaga? Because you sound like you're awful knowledgeable of this person.
He's Bob Yaga.
Oh,
That is right.
that is right.
I am Yaga Bear.
This is Bobby Yaga.
He says, now, what are the items that you are bringing with you?
Just tell him.
Just tell him. She looks at Harv.
Just
I
tell
mean-
him.
Statue pieces. Pieces of some crazy statue.
I see.
We're going to destroy.
You hear, go ahead.
No, I'm whispering to Nancy.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
know.
She's like, see if they like.
You hear a couple of kind of like they're whispering to each other. There's a...
Can I hear what they're whispering?
No, it's...
Hey,
I'm
So-
slowly starting to creep back away from
Rand.
cooling Nancy back a little bit.
I was gonna stealth forward, but I guess I won't. We're going away.
They got numbers. That's why they're swinging their dicks around.
Yeah, so there's a brief bit of whispering between the two. Okay. You know the name of these items because they may be of great interest to Baba Yaga.
Well, you've got an arm on the leg and a couple legs. We might have 2 arms by now. A head.
You bring pieces of the simulacrum with you. Of Sedefkar's simulacrum.
That might be it. I'm not great with names.
I like that they asked for a name, and you're like, I have an arm.
Do you have names for these pieces? Yeah, arm.
Always good
Left
ID.
arm, right arm, left leg.
You got any
right
ID for that? I got an arm. That'll do. So yeah, the guy says, okay. So you are the bearers of the simulacrum. We have heard a lot about you.
Oh, that's good things or bad things?
Oh, very good things. May we pass on our congratulations of the destruction of the Loigor and of Venice.
The destruction of Loigal? How did we destroy him? Oops.
Well, we
Well,
left
look-
we left that
they- okay,
alien
when he-
invasion.
When he said, oh, that's true. When he says
That
that,
little
can I
old
see
thing.
if he sounds like sarcastic or if he's like, oh yeah, congrats, man, that was like
You
top
can-
notch work.
Yeah, like a psychology,
Psychology.
yeah.
Top-notch work.
That's a success. That's a difficult success.
He seems genuine.
Okay. Oh yeah. That was all us.
You are
there.
somewhat famous amongst certain groups.
Really now.
You must be the drunken warrior. Hmm?
That's probably me.
Yeah. The
You're
Vestal.
half right.
You are the Vestal. I see. Then there must be the cowboy with you as well. I suppose that is that voice ready to fire at us.
He's a bit of cowboy.
Where is the gentleman?
The gentleman.
This will be good.
The tea sipper.
The tea sipper.
The gentleman.
do I want to say?
She looks at you like they know we're here.
Yeah, he'll go. I guess you mean me.
You sound funny.
Good funny or?
That's kind of racist.
Remember, 1920s.
Yeah. And where is the mad Doomseeker?
I knew that one was going to be money. I knew that one was gonna be... I was just waiting for that one, Will.
She's just gone. I don't know. She was right here a second ago. There she.
He just nailed that, by the way.
He knows me so well.
Drunken warrior, the cowboy, the gentleman, and the mad doomseeker.
We're like tarot cards.
I know. I so want these to be tarot cards now. Oh my gosh.
Right?
I need a tarot card. Just Evelyn, just screaming at the sky. And it's like clocks.
Do you reply, Evelyn?
I'm sorry, I'm busy reacting still. I'm not that mad, okay?
You know, that's what all of them say. Now, okay, seems as though you are not a threat to us, if you agree not to harm any of our people, or cause any trouble whilst you're...
That was not our intention. We're literally just passing through.
Good. Well then, Baba Yaga will see you.
Oh, great.
Do we have to see him? I mean, we're on a tight schedule. We need to just go right through. You know, don't need to bother him.
Her.
Sorry, her.
And yes, if you are to pass through, then all visitors must meet with Baba Yaga.
Right. Okay then. Well, I guess lead the way?
No, the path will open before you. You may pass through, we will not harm you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Make sure that the simulacrums are kept safe. They are very dangerous. The closer you get, the worse it will get.
Oh, great.
Thank you. Thank you
So
very
the
much.
tunnel is open before you. But
Thank
you
you.
know that they're up there.
Yeah. Can I do one more psychology to make sure like they sound genuine and not wanting to harm us?
Sure.
That's a.
I look at Nancy.
I'm really good at,
He seems genuine, right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah,
All right,
I'll go out first.
okay.
Just to
Okay.
make sure. I'll peek
I'll
out.
come out next to Pat.
Yeah.
Put the grenade back in my pocket, just so it's not as obvious.
Yeah, so the group, you kind of nervously poke your head out to look, and you see at least two guys either side have essentially got MG42s that are stacked up against these rocks in the cave, and there's one either side. They're like dressed in these heavy coat overalls. They've got big beards, and they seem to mean business. And they kind of, give you a bit of a salute as you go by. They seem quite military. They respect your rank, I suppose, as if you were in the military, which is
Right. It's a good job.
something that Harvey is familiar with, I suppose.
Yes, we move forward.
Okay. So you pass on by. The one guy who you presume you were talking to is grinning as he sees all of you. You get the sense that it's like you guys are on the red carpet and he's seeing you, like his biggest fan, for the first time. But he maybe imagined you a little bit differently, and is kind of watching you go by.
Nancy likes the drunken warrior title, so she's gonna wink at him.
He winks back. And
So it begins.
my name is Berto. Bertoli. Yes, so you head up past the tunnel, and you can start to feel a breeze on you as you begin to head upwards, essentially. And as you do so, it's not long before you see sunlight. And it's it's I guess like dawn by this point. You've been traveling through here for several hours, and it's just the world is beginning to wake up. You're in what seems to be a kind of peninsula, and you're surrounded by mountains. At the sort of at the top of these mountains, you get the feeling of you've gone up for quite some way, and at the top is like a this kind of flatlands, which is quite far above where you guys were before, and you can see that there's a village of people living here. All of them seem to be in a similar kind of dress code to the gentleman before, and they seem to be quite military as well. You guys are on the outskirts of the village, and either side of you are two totem poles of people who have been crucified and are now dead.
I'm really glad we didn't burn that first totem now, just saying.
Me about it.
I might have been pissed about that.
I might be slightly annoyed.
But the village is a series of huts all up on this sort of peninsula up here. I guess a plateau might be a good term for it. That you're up on.
Okay.
The plateau.
So no one's. I mean, there are villages, but no one's guiding us, are they?
No one's guiding you, but it's the very clear kind of path ahead of you. Yeah.
Okay. Can I have a coat?
Yeah, you guys are freezing up here because
Yeah, I kind of want some.
We
warm
do have a
food.
bunch of warm weather stuff though from when we toured the Loigal caves.
But do we have that now?
Yeah,
I
how
know,
much you want? Which,
Probably don't.
yeah.
Really? We took that stuff off because it's been cold as fuck.
Yeah, but
Did
we
we
were in
take it
train
onto the
jump.
Yeah,
train
you're in the
with the
steaming
train.
hot
Oh,
train.
that's right. Yeah. Okay. Brr.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask someone nearby to see if there's any place to get like furs or a coat or something like that. Excuse me.
Looks at you. Yeah. What is it?
Is there anywhere to get some extra clothes? As you can see, we're quite cold. Not really dressed for this kind of climate.
Yeah. Sure. You're the keepers of the simulacrum.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Now then, come with me. Papa Yaga has instructed us to help you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Do you also have whiskey?
Do not have a lot of whiskey, but we do drink a lot of vodka.
You know, that's not. That's close.
It's
That's
close. I don't
close.
think I've had much vodka.
It's like diet.
I
whiskey.
can't say
Yeah,
vodka. in a
diet
Polish
whiskey.
accent.
It's
I don't know.
because-
It immediately goes to Russian vodka.
It's because
Um.
it's clear. It adds less calories.
Right.
Yeah. Gotta watch the figure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This
yeah,
guy is kind of leading off. He's quite a thick, heavy-set guy in his big kind of coat. And you guys aren't high up enough for it to be like clouds around here, but it's high enough to be sort of like mists, which are like, really shockingly cold. And he leads you into his hut. There are a couple of children around, and most of the
Little
iconography.
cultist kids.
Yeah, most of the iconography around here is like crucifixes. So there's a fair amount of sort of Christian. Orthodox Christian symbolism going on here. I mean, you're like close enough to sort of Russia and Eastern Europe to be in a pretty heavily like Russian Orthodox area potentially.
Yeah.
So it seems to follow that for those of you who have any kind of sort of understanding of what religions are. Probably Nancy is like picking up on this quite a lot, being a Catholic herself.
Being a devout Catholic
Exactly.
woman.
Exactly.
Haley rolls around.
I swear to God, I'll go back and I'll burn that church down.
It's probably already gone.
He
Let's be honest.
At the rate we're going.
I suppose Harvey will just like smile and wave at the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nancy will too.
They seem a little bit like, they're like shy, I suppose, but they're like normal kids. And he goes into this pretty normal-looking sort of like peasant
Nancy
hut,
will.
I suppose.
Well, now that we're not in like some weird place, she'll put her crucifix, nice on display. She's got, the Catholic.
Yeah. So he lets you inside this warm hut. There's a fire in the hearth, which is immediately begins to warm you guys.
Oh,
And he grabs these kind of big overcoats, which are like fur lined, from off a hook, and hands these to you.
Thank you
Says-
very much.
You're welcome. Tell me, the simulacrum, what is it like?
Draining.
Yes.
And
Very.
Makriet, have you ever seen him?
Oh, have we ever seen him? Many times.
Well, what is he like?
Crazy.
Dangerous.
Yes, you wouldn't want to cross him.
It's a wonder any of you have survived. Only Baba Yaga's power protects us.
What can you tell me about Baba Yaga? What's she like?
Aye.
He is powerful, all-knowing, and our protectress. She keeps us safe.
If we were to do something for Baba Yaga with her power, would she be able to maybe heal our minds a bit? Carrying the simulacrum is a heavy burden.
I know that her powers are great, and that she has restored many from the brink before, if you please her. Although, if you do not please her, then, not so much.
Yes, I can see. How long have you been here?
Our
This
people,
community, yes.
ages. Since, I do not know exactly, but hundreds, thousands of years.
And
Long time.
Yes,
It
and,
was originally formed of a group who looked to escape Makriet's dominion.
Ah,
I see.
Baba Yaga freed some of my forefathers from the prisons, brought us here,
really now?
and protected us.
Whoa. She knows where the prisons are?
Believe so.
I do believe I would like to speak with Miss Yaga.
He nods, and says, in the center of the village, the biggest hut. That is hers.
Thank you. Just a quick question. She requires sacrifices. Is that what the crucifixions are for?
No, the taint of Makriet. It enters into the minds and bodies of many. He can
Yes.
have dominion over you. We protect ourselves, the wails, the screams, keep his people away. But sometimes he gets inside, and then we have to make sure that they are no longer within our people.
Could you not do something a more merciful way? I mean, crucifixion is a slow, agonizing death.
We show no mercy to he who would show no mercy to us.
Yes.
Pat, for the first time, has a smile on his face, and he goes, "Damn, boys, I like your setup around here. This is
yeah, this is like the best town we've been to, I say, as we haven't met Baba Yaga.
Are there
yet.
any spare? Are there any spare? Accommodation for my friend? He might want to come back.
You guys have any land and/or huts for sale, or perhaps a timeshare?"
I'm in
What's
the
the
market.
real
Timeshare.
estate
Yes,
like?
timeshare.
What's the property market like?
Yeah.
It's pretty good for first-time buyers.
Oh, it's great.
Dude, my
I can tell you
credit
all
ain't
are
so
very
good, but
religious.
My credit rating isn't so good.
it ain't so good. Hart will sign for me.
It'll be my co-signer.
Yeah.
A guarantor, yeah. So yeah, he seems willing to answer questions if you have any more.
Whiskey or vodka?
Ah, yes. He goes into his drinks cabinet and gets out a bottle of vodka for you.
Before we approach Baba Yaga and talk to her, is there any advice that you would give us? Obviously not to annoy her or insult her inadvertently. Is there something we should avoid, or is there a certain way we should act?
Reverent is always a good start. He does not like that which challenges her, if you understand. She knows a lot, trust me. And, well, we do not know as much as her. That much is certain. I would not bring up the crucifixions.
Okay, good note. Very good note. It must be hard for her to see that to her own people.
Indeed, she suffers greatly for us.
Yes.
Other than that, telling her of your victories over Makriet will greatly please her. It is a great way for our warriors to win great fame amongst our people to defeat his warriors.
Well, we should be goddamn heroes then, shouldn't we? We've killed
Big
our fair
damn
share.
heroes. We've killed a whole of them.
Particularly that person right by there. Points at Pat.
Yeah.
He's a goddamn killing machine.
Aye.
Well,
Oh shucks, guys.
Does anyone else wish to ask a question before we go?
Oh, is there a place that we could stay and rest a bit after we speak with Baba Yaga? Or before we speak with Baba Yaga? Because we haven't slept in a while, guys.
That's a very good point.
He says, my cousin, he is out on a mission. You can have his hut. Let me show you to it. And he takes you outside through the village until he kind of goes into one of these
I
huts.
want to be exhausted here.
Yeah, go into one of these huts, and there are sort of, beds and cots for you guys. Feel free to use this whilst you're here.
Thank you kindly.
Yes, thank you. It wouldn't insult Baba Yaga if we slept first, would it?
I don't think so. She is always present.
Ah.
She is watching, of course.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Of course. Thank you.
He introduced himself as Petrov as well as his name.
Petrov. Thank you very much, Petrov. You've
And-
been most kind.
He leaves with a polite little nod.
I kind of want Baba Yaga to be like a big fan, and she's like, "Tell me about the time that you did this."
So
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
time you did
What
this.
about this time?
when you
So
set
tell
fire
me
to
about
Venice.
the time you burned Venice. Burned whole Venice is great story.
she looks
only
like Miley
only
Cyrus. with
60%
tentacles.
Pet's fault. Only 10%.
Only 10%.
All right, yeah.
So you guys have, free reign of the hut. Do what you want.
You have
Sleep.
Yeah.
Go eat, sleep.
You have
get
a bottle.
warm.
You have a bottle of vodka as well that Petrov has given you.
I'm okay.
Clutches it.
Trust me, Nancy, I'm okay. Don't worry about it.
It's already half gone. What?
Yeah,
What?
Okay.
I fall asleep.
All right.
Yeah, go to sleep. Well, should we take watches just to make sure?
Yeah, paddle step for a little bit.
I'll wake me up when you go to sleep, Pot. I'll take next.
Okay. So you guys have a little rest. Your dreams are filled with strange images. Aside from the usual horrifying dreams that you guys would usually have, I'm sure, of your terrible past. But you dream of a crucifix, basically. You dream of a glowing golden crucifix and an angel which descends from heaven. She's a beautiful woman. You feel as you're dreaming this, comfort and safety and warmth. You notice that she has a sword in one hand, and this angel is clearly an arbiter of justice for God? ?
Nancy is like the best dream ever. She's like goals as she looks at the angel lady. Like
Yeah.
new hero right there.
Yeah.
Just
And you all restore a d6 of sanity.
Religion just brings nightmares to Evelyn.
Yeah. God, no.
yes. Almost max.
Not bad.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I thought Greg's is mine.
you're
You
the
know,
one who's
it's-
so anti-religion, Evelyn.
So easy
this
to
is what happens.
Evelyn just trolls herself. It's too easy.
She's like, oh, I hate religion. 1 sanity back. Nancy's like, oh yeah,
I love religion.
religion.
I thought Greg, he's the Antichrist.
He's the antichrist.
What?
I'm kidding.
Oh my lord.
I've
So,
been called a lot of things.
But Antichrist, that's too far.
No,
so,
that's a bucket list item. Call me.
so you guys
Usually bingo
awaken,
during Call of Cthulhu.
right? Yeah. You guys awaken, and you're pretty, a little bit restored for your usual selves. And there's a polite knock on the door, and Petrov pokes his head in. Everybody okay?
Wonderful.
You guys have slept through until the nighttime. You've passed out basically. Had one of those real deep sleeps.
Nancy says a little prayer and does some Scottish communion.
Yeah,
With the last whiskey.
and he says, "Sleep well."
very well.
Yes, it was the best sleep I think I've had for many months.
Good, good. I should let you know that we have had a incursion, but we are dealing with it.
An incursion?
An incursion.
Macreat's,
This wonderful place.
Macreat's men seems like they follow you.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we'll have to leave as
Do you,
soon as
do
we
you still
can.
have them?
He says, we are currently engaging them in the caverns.
Need any help?
He says, if you wish to, then of course you can. We'd be honored to fight alongside you, but our weaponry is superior to theirs. They have come many a time. We have always turned them back. If you wish for us to take a captive, then we can see to that. You can see that he's got like an AK-47 type gun with him, you know, like he's carrying a machine gun with him, you know.
We need some upgrades.
Yeah, well.
He's got a rocket launcher on his back.
It ain't the size of the gun, son. It's
It's an automatic rifle. That's enough.
Right.
all right. Well, you boys got it handled. If you
Probably
got
a PPSH or something like that, right? So like a Russian machine gun around World War II.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
we're
Call of
not
Duty.
quite.
They're advanced in the future.
Right. So it would be, I guess, like, well, more likely heads up to like a Mosin Nagant. That's like a
Yeah.
bolt action rifle, right? So yeah, he's got like a Tokarov pistol on him, and you know he's got weaponry. He's armed to the nines.
Good.
And he's like, well, I'm going off. And he does a little nod to Baba
Stay
Yaga.
safe.
Yes. Right. Should we go see Baba Yaga?
I think we should. I've got a great feeling about this place, you guys.
Yeah, especially since we're dangerously close to cliffhanger territory.
I know.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's just go. Let's go to Baba Yaga.
Oh my gosh, if she looks like that angel lady in the dream, Nancy's just gonna be like,
Oh yeah, Pat's staying. If she's the angel lady, that's it. He's over. It's over.
yeah.
Look into your soul.
Nancy will do anything.
Okay. So yeah, the group of you, head out into the town at night, and you're like high enough for you can and like clear of some clouds. It's pretty starry night above. It's, you know,
A beautiful night.
almost angelic. And the group of you head towards the large hut. You see it's surrounded by soldiers who are all pretty well armed and kind of, eye you up. But they all do like a military salute as they see the group of you, and kind of stand aside to the big doors to the, this hut is pretty huge. And the door is there before you.
Okay, let's open it.
Yep.
Let's go in.
Alrighty.
Pat's hands are on his gun hilt, like his, just to, just in case.
Alright then. So, you enter into the hut, and inside you see that the main beam of like the hut, which is keeping it up, the main wooden beam, is a crucifix, essentially. And there is this old skeletal figure.
Is it golden?
It's not golden, though, it's made out of wood. Quite tortured wood. And you can see that there is a kind of skeletal figure which is like crucified on there but still holding up. It must have been there for ages and ages. And there is a woman who is unreasonably large, almost quite bulbous. She looks every bit the kind of the hag, I suppose, the crone. Warts all over, skin sinewy and almost sewn together. There's a stench from her, which almost makes
Vodka
you
fumes.
makes you gag. And she turns and says, "Ah, good. You have come to Baba Yaga. Welcome." And she does a little, smile. She seems pleased to see you.
I will bow.
Yeah, Nancy will as well. She'll do a deep curtsy.
We are honored to have the Seekers of the Simulacrum with us. And you bring such items of power to Baba Yaga. This we are very pleased with. I sense the simulacrums on you. They grow strong, do they not? But Baba Yaga, she has seen that your dreams, they are safe. You are protected with her, no?
Aye.
Yes.
Good,
We're here to ask assistance in accumulating the rest of the simulacrum.
Of course. You must go on your holy quest, yes. Against Makriat, who I have fought against for years, aeons. You are warriors of justice, like my soldiers.
Aye.
You please Baba Yaga a lot with your actions.
We are pleased that you are pleased.
Aye.
So, tell me of your plan, warriors.
We are to accumulate all the pieces of the simulacrum and ensure that Makriat doesn't get a hold of them. That is the current plan.
I like this. Mm-hmm. Well, it needs a little bit more fleshing out, but then so does Makriat here.
And she rattles the skeleton with her hand.
That's Makriat?
Oh, yes. Quite fine, isn't he?
Was that his original body? Form?
She nods and says,
Yes. This is Mehmet Makriat.
and that is where we're going to wrap up tonight's episode.
Oh, god
Oh.
damn it! Just as I was getting into the juicy question.
No, 12 minutes.
Oh, man.
That was good. Love
That was real good.
Give me a week to think of questions.
Right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You got time now.
I'm gonna be driving down for 15 hours tonight, being like, "Well, that's a good one."
Don't ask that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope.
Definitely not that one.
I wrote the things that we should not mention down.
Oh, Rob says, no! Come on, god damn it, Will. See, that's a sign that's a good cliffhanger. People are angry at me for stopping. So, hopefully you guys in chat liked it. If you did, please do let us know. If you enjoyed the show, hit that follow button and join us. We're going to be heading into our next show, which is a Roll20 tutorial, so I'm looking forward to that one. We need more! Well, same time next week for more Call of Cthulhu, my friends. It was just kidding. Good. I am such a tease. But yes, let's go around to cast and crew. What do we think of tonight's show? Where can we find one another online? Let's start with Redundant.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed tonight. It's good to be back. I did miss last week, but it's fantastic to be back again. I did miss it. And it just, Will, you have a really uncanny ability for cliffhangers. It's a gift. It really is a gift. Myself, my name is Redundant UK. I stream on Twitch, which you can find me on twitch.tv/Redundant UK. I'm a variety streamer. I stream everything and anything. Yeah, and you can also find me in Encounter Roleplay chat as well, all around. I mainly lurk most of the time now, but I'm there. So if you ever want to chat to me, just give me a message or hit me up on Twitter at redundant_UK.
Fantastic. Greg.
Man, just love it. I can't not love this. This is the best. It's the best 3 hours of the week. Grimjack21502 on Twitch and Twitter. You can find me here on Encounter Roleplay Mondays from 4 to 7, where I play Rally Rushlight and Journey into Middle-earth. We will also be finishing up our two-shot next Tuesday, starting at 7 Eastern to 10. That ended interestingly as well. You should go back and check the VOD. I will actually be on Mike's channel, Unmade Gaming, tonight from 8 to 11. So when Will has had his way with you and he finally gets some rest, come on over and check us out and watch me die there. But this is where it's at. Every week I say Wednesday 1 to 4 is where it's at. And tonight I will remember to drink one to the real Dave. What's his name?
MCG.
Ziphius. And
Ziphius, yeah.
I will even drink one to Earthen.
Oh,
Great, guys.
fantastic. Lindy.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was an exciting episode. Rip Birdo. Goodbye, Birdo train. Goodbye, all trains, really. Avalanche was exciting. I legitimately felt like we were just in a downward spiral of death and that it was going to be terrible. And then it started going uphill, and Nancy thinks we're in a great place right now with Angel Dreams and cool titles and like cult street cred and everything. And so much fun. Love it every week. Dread it. Love it. I'm going to be thinking about this my entire 15-hour drive tonight and be like, oh my God, Call of Cthulhu. And I'll be too terrified to fall asleep while driving, so that'll be good. But you can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm a variety streamer as well. I stream D&D, video games, and cosplay. But for the rest of the month, it's just going to be D&D streams because I'm going to be working out of state, so.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Haley.
Evelyn, the Mad Doom Seeker, searches for more doom. No, I'm so ready to see how certain things go. Like Pat's story, I would need to know more. Harvey needs to lose sanity, or then I'm looking at you. I'm kidding. But it was a good game. It always is. I'm so happy to be part of it. I am The Great Haley on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Tonight, I'm doing a kind of like a celebration stream for reaching my goals so that I can go to TwitchCon. So there's going to be a bunch of nonsense stuff going on. And because we reached that goal, I'm actually going to be eating a hot pepper and doing a game review, which if you don't know me, I can't really eat spicy food. So it's just going to be hell all around and it's going to be exciting. So yeah.
Wow, now I'm excited for that. Fantastic. Well, thank you guys again so much for joining us. Thank you for all the donations, Dave, Irvin, Zyphus, and thank you guys as well for joining us. All the retweets, the viewer decisions, stay a lot of fun, and the follows. We're going to head into our next show, which is the Roll20 tutorial. I'm going to specifically focus on how to get into a game, as well as a quick kind of down to basics, so we haven't done it in like a year or so we might as well go through that. But thank you guys so much, and until next time, try not to roll too many net ones, because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Farewell, Call of Cthulhu, insane people. Bye. And you guys are clear. Alright, everybody, time into our next show, which is our Roll20.